What?
Nothing.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Curse 20. Today we are playing Curse of Strahd. Zach, introduce your character.
I'm playing Kalathar.
Dylan.
I'm playing Doromir Zerbich.
And I am Darren Steelfoot.
And your real name is David. I didn't get a chance to mention you beforehand. Okay, let's do a little recap of the last session. Shay isn't here to play, so her character was Rosa. She won't be here today. We left off in the last session with Doromir, Kalathar, Donny, who's not here right now either. Donny's played by our friend Josh. He'll be here later, hopefully. All trying to figure out what you guys are going to do, because Rahadin was in town with a bunch of knights, saying that either Ismark, the Burgeon Master of the town, was going to be executed for not paying his taxes, or the head servant whom he left in charge of the town was going to be executed in his place. Mind you, he just reunited the head servant with his children. So that's the whole thing that just happened, and now you're dealing with this. As you guys are trying to figure out what the best way to deal with this situation, you guys were throwing out ideas. Do we start a rebellion? Do we try to hide them? Do we try to assassinate Rahadin? Kalathar had the bright idea. I'm going to go to the church and see if I can deal with the vampire problem that we left in the church from a previous session. Okay?
The sole reason we're back in Barovia.
Yeah. So you take off towards the church by yourself, I believe. I don't think anybody went
I'm
with
by
you.
myself.
Okay? You, Donny, Rosa, decided to go to the, because it's time for the execution, or the execution is getting ready to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys decided to go to the town square and try to figure out, you're not entirely sure what you guys are going to do, but the execution is getting ready to happen. My dear friend, Darren, in the session before, your character got a vision from his goddess, the Raven Queen, saying that you had another purpose and another mission, and she was wondering why you haven't started it, why you're messing around with these people instead of going on the mission, that this is the second time she's told you to start. So your character says, I have to go. And you left. You started traveling through the woods, and your friend, the Revenant, Devlin, also got a vision from that same goddess, saying that he needed to accompany you. And he left with you. Traveling through the woods, you guys were ambushed. If you want to roll me a perception check to see if you can tell who or what ambushed you, you can. Devlin will give you the help action in this situation.
Thank you. That's a great roll to start
roll with
this.
disadvantage?
That is a nat one.
So you rolled with advantage, but you have exhaustion. So did you roll that straight?
I rolled that straight.
Okay, you rolled a nat one. You guys were attacked. It was dark. The fog started to condense around you. It took away your ability to see what was happening. Devlin was killed in the battle. His soul spiriting off to find another body to inhabit. You wake up in you can't tell how long it's been. All you know now is that your head is covered, your hands tied behind the back, and you can hear like talking. You know when like you're in a crowded place and there's just that white chatter of noise as there's like multiple conversations going on at once? That's what you hear. You're disorientated. You're not entirely sure what's going on, but you do feel, even on your nat one, this is for a different perception. You can tell you're being like guarded on both sides, like you're being flanked on both sides. Hands tied behind your back, bag over your head. We cut over to you. You guys ended walking up into the crowd. There's the table, like not a table, like an execution block. So you see Rahadin there with his 4 knights, one of them with Rahadin up on the execution block with the big executioner axe. You see 2 knights guarding a hooded figure. And then you see 2 cloaked, you already rolled your perception checks for this, so you see 2 cloaked figures in like religious garments also up on the executioner block. And you pushed open the door to the church to find it empty.
Yep.
We are going to start off with Kalathar at the church. What are we doing? We are starting the session off with you pushing open the
Yep.
door to a dark, empty church.
I'm immediately gonna go to the room that had the hatch that went into the basement.
Okay, I believe according to the map,
It's
that
the
was
first
the
room
first
on the
room on
right.
the right. Yep.
Right, yep.
Okay. So you go there.
Is there still a bookcase over the hatch?
No, the hatch is open.
I'm just gonna go down there.
Okay. Are you stealthing? Are you walking down? What is
I'm just walking down,
Okay. You walk down.
and I'm gonna do my fiery thing so I can see a little.
Okay.
More.
Roll me a perception check.
That's gonna be a 13.
13 perception. Okay, that's pretty good for your character, dude. Wow.
I
Good
rolled
job.
a 16.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Having a minus to perception is
A
insane.
-3.
Oh,
Insane,
have a
dude.
negative intimidation as a barbarian.
Yeah.
Anyway, on a 13, that's pretty good. In the dim light, that's going through like the cracks in the floor. So
I
you
do have that 60 foot of night vision, so.
Yes, you have this like glowing. Your character's like this fire genasi, and you have this glowing light around you. You walk through. You climb down this flight of stairs into the basement of this church, and it's cold. It's damp. You see a rat like run across the floor. The post that you had Doru chained up on is all scratched up. There on the backside, you can see where he was like rubbing the chains across. He's been freed. He's no longer chained up. He is missing. The shackles that you walked him up with are laying on the floor.
Do they look broken or unlocked?
You got a 13. They look unlocked.
Okay.
Yeah, they look unlocked. They look. No, they look broken.
Okay.
They look broken. I'm sorry. They look broken.
And with that 13, am I seeing any blood around?
It's damp. On a 13, it'd be hard to tell what liquid is what liquid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially when everything I see is in the hue of red. So.
Yeah. Yeah. To you, the whole thing's blood. You're like, there's just a ocean of blood. I almost said mountain. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. A mountain of blood.
You like a black light?
Are you? What do you do more?
I think I figured out there's nothing here, and it's time to leave and go back to where the execution is going to be happening.
Okay, your character Kalathar, he starts walking back up the stairs, and you get back into the room. At the top of the stairs, you get back into the room in the church. Go ahead and roll me another perception check.
11.
There, on an 11, you feel like a weird gust of wind come from inside the church, heading outside. Like the wind isn't coming from outside in; it's
Yeah.
coming from inside out. Like from
Uh,
the main, like service area, like where the
Yeah.
pulpit and all the pews were.
I
and
know
stuff.
there's another door over there. Would I see if that's open from where I'm at?
I would say so. Yeah.
So does the door look open?
Yes.
Okay. I think seeing that, I'm not gonna be that curious about it,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna start heading back to the execution.
Okay. It is about 11 o'clock. This is the brightest part of the day, but it is still dusky, dark. In fact, you guys are noticing over the week that it's getting colder, and the little bit of light during the day that you guys were getting is getting less and less. It is staying hazier and hazier and grayer and darker and darker. Winter seems to be abound. So as you walk out of the church, another cold burst of wind runs across you. With your fire going on, then you don't need to worry about anything like that. But just the chill starts to set in, and it already seems as if the sun is starting to set. You guys, we cut over to you, Kalathar, or not Kalathar. We cut over to you, Doromir. Donnie's there with you. He just seems like a little out of place He seems a little nervous. He's not sure what to do, what the right choice is going to make. Rose is going to look at you and say, I don't think that I can stomach an execution. Find me when this is over. And she just walks away.
Can I
Kinda
have Donnie go with her? Like
roll me a
escort her?
persuasion check to see if you can convince Donnie to do it.
Fucking 2 on the dice. Probably not.
2 on the dice. Donnie's going to be like, honestly, dude, I'd rather stay with. He's like, I don't want to get in any trouble. Rosa seems like she knows what she's doing in the town. So now, Rahadin starts to speak. Well, before Rahadin starts to speak, is there anything you would like to do?
Can I roll an investigation check? I know I had a pretty good one, but now that I'm kind of like towards the crowd, I want to do like a scan.
Of the crowd?
Just kind of, like when you're approaching something, you get like a good general idea. But now that I'm closer, I want to like another investigation check, kind of see if.
Yeah, you can roll a perception or investigation, and then tell me what you're. Is like, are you trying to see people in the crowd, figure out?
Yeah, scan like from looking left to right, like the executioner's platform, those who are on the stand, and then the crowd.
Sure.
I'll do a perception. Dude, rolling like garbage. 11.
It seems like most of the town is here. Like I said, like you mixed with the one that you got before. There's Rahadin.
And I know that's Rahadin from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
He's the only other elf. He's the only elf that you've seen.
Yeah.
At least in a while. He's the only elf in town. Everybody else is humans. He is the Rahadin that you have seen like the night before. And then he's got his knights there. You see the religious figures. You scan through the crowd. You got an 11.
Yeah.
You see Ismark is hidden into the crowd, like gone into the crowd and kind of started watching.
He's pretty still, like he's trying to not draw attention to himself, like hood up, hiding.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I?
Because he walked up with you and then just kind of like melted into the crowd to watch.
I'm gonna.
Oh, and you see the on 11. Yeah, that's all you see.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a stealth check to try to stealth with Ismark. Like I think we're trying to keep a low profile.
Are you wearing heavy armor?
No. Am I? Where can I see that? Armor class? Armor none. 0 armor.
0 armor.
Fucking naked, bro. 11 plus 5, 16?
You're trying to morph into the crowd with Ismark.
Yeah,
Just kind of like hide into the crowd.
Kind of, because he's going somewhere clearly, and I'm just gonna try to hang out with Ismark. Kind of be like, I'll stealthy and shit.
What'd you get?
16.
Perfect.
Why is that perfect?
She's perfect.
Advantage?
With advantage?
Yeah.
Explain to me how you're having
the stealth action because he's already cloaked in and he's all stealthy. Could he provide some more stealthiness for us?
Roll me an insight check on Ismark.
I don't like that. Insight on Ismark. Does anybody have guidance they give me? Does Donnie have guidance? Rosa has guidance. Would she have patted me to say goodbye and give me guidance? I actually would have. Could have kissed my cheek.
All right.
An
You can have
ugly
guidance.
orc like you.
What is that, a
It's a
D4?
D4, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Alright, insight on Ismark. Please, Jesus. 15. 18?
18. It doesn't seem like Ismark is doing anything. He seems more ashamed that he's allowing his servant to be executed in his place. And so he's just kind of trying to like, he's not hiding like he's trying to be up to something sneaky. He's hiding like, I just don't want to be noticed. I'm ashamed. Like, he's just trying to not be noticed, if that makes sense. He doesn't, on 18, he's not.
How much closer is he to the stand? Because I'm figuring if we're in like a field, like
Mhm.
we're on like the back, and I'm thinking he's like halfway into the crowd. Can I stealth up to him to be halfway into that same crowd or whatever without drawing detection to myself? That's what I'm wanting to do with this stuff.
Sure.
Just be closer to the stand.
Sure, and you rolled a 16.
What did I ask for advantage?
I just don't see how you'd have advantage in this situation. So no advantage. So you got a 16, which is perfect.
That's perfect for me.
Perfect.
You know, you gotta try.
That's exactly
You
what
gotta
you
try.
wanted.
Shooters gotta shoot.
So who did I see on the stand? I saw Rahadin,
And
Knights.
the executioner,
executioner.
the 2 religious-looking figures, and then that's all that's on the stand. And what did I name him?
The executioner?
The guy about to get executed.
Oh,
his
the
name
Ismark.
is.
No,
I don't have it written down.
I also
I
don't.
have it written down somewhere too. As you can see, I'm very prepared for today's session, boys.
Okay.
Is it? I bet it's in my campaign notebook instead of my session notebook.
I wrote the gang's all here at the execution. That's really helpful.
The gang goes to an execution. That sounds like a
Scooby
it's
Doo
like a
execute.
stunning
Yeah.
title.
Always sunny. Gang's all
Holy
here.
crap! Can't find his name. You see the guy, the head servant, about to
Okay.
get executed.
Sir Vaunt is his name. Sir Vaunt. He's like a knight. He's Sir
Yeah.
Vaunt.
Like
can
a
use that.
savant.
Yeah, it is Vaunt.
That doesn't seem right, but sure.
Sir Vaunt.
Until I find the name, that's what we're
You
going
just
with.
call him Vaunt.
That's what we're going with. Okay, so you see him. That's who you see up on the stage.
Who?
The head servant.
What's his name?
I'm trying to find it.
Is the head servant the one with the bag over his
Freak.
head?
Myrtle Freak is what I named him.
His name is Freak, bro. My name was an
Myrtle
upgrade.
Freak.
Freak.
That's-
Let's go. Get your freak on.
I'm
Sound
sorry.
good.
Get your freak
Vadu.
on.
Vadu.
Oh, I have
we
that
did
written
write
down.
that
Yeah.
down.
Fried Vatu?
Huh?
Fried Vatu?
Fried Vatu?
Freed? Fred?
Freed.
Freed.
Freed. I wrote it down as fried
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Vadu.
Freed Vadu.
Okay. I didn't realize that name was that guy.
Vadu equals servant.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Sorry. As you can see, I'm very prepared today.
Okay. Okay. So now I'm with Ismark.
Mhm.
I'm gonna speak to Morel. I'm gonna ask how he's feeling. Like, what's the plan?
He
Does
looks
he
at
have one?
the plan, Doromir. We've decided the plan. I, in my shame and in my cowardice, am allowing one of my father's closest friends and the man who helped raise me die in my place. There is no other plan. What would you suggest doing?
I suggest you take this opportunity to fight another day. He's giving you his life to do something better for the world. So don't.
As you said, fight another day.
Yes.
Not today. Are you planning on fighting today, Doromir?
If I have your aid.
My aid? What would my aid do against the arm of Strahd?
Working on it. You do the same.
I will attempt to come across some things. We cut over to you. You're hearing the chatter of the crowd. You feel the warmness of. You feel, when I say warmness of the sun, that is very liberal. It wasn't this warm when you got attacked. That's all. Like it's like 10 to 11 degrees. But it's becoming winter. It's getting colder and colder and colder.
Oh yeah.
Staying outside is going to be getting harder.
But it's
and
that
harder.
little bit of
It's that little bit. You can still. It's not completely pitch black. There's a little bit of warmth on you. Are you doing anything?
I think in my disorientation, I'm trying to identify surroundings. I'm trying to listen for voices and sounds I know and can recognize.
Okay, so you're trying to hear stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying
Okay.
to figure out where exactly I am. Am I like I'm hearing voices, but are they immediately in front of me, or am I like hidden
Go
away,
ahead and
close
roll
by?
me a perception check. Or an insight. You can use whichever one you want.
I'll go perception.
Okay. Gotta be in the box.
That is a 19.
Ooh.
With disadvantage? Oh wow.
Nicely done.
You on a 19. Wow. Yeah, you hear did I establish how close you were to the guards guarding the hooded figure?
We had talked about me being on, like, if this is a field, right?
Mhm.
We're back here. We're now middle of the field, so maybe like 20 more feet to the front of the executioner's platform.
But I said you saw them, so maybe the guards are on the other side of the crowd of you. Okay. You hear talking. You're able to pick up like random conversations like, oh man, I can't believe Badu's gonna get executed. You hear some people say like, this should be Ismark. It wasn't Badu's fault. Ismark is the one that left and just left. You're able to deduce that you're probably back in Barovia. You hear, in fact, the person who said on a 19, the person who said this should be Ismark Ismark just up and left. Vadu just did. Vadu, you never even told Vadu. Probably didn't even tell Vadu that there's taxes to be paid. That's not Vadu's fault. He sounds like the innkeeper, the bartender at the innkeep.
Okay.
You hear some Visanti laughing. They're just here for. It seems like they don't really care that somebody's about to get executed. They're just here because it's a gathering and they're drinking and partying.
Okay.
And I think on a 19, it's about all you get.
I think at that, I probably would begin praying and using a action if I can. I don't know. It doesn't really have any sort of wording about a thing I need to do to activate it. But I would like to know the location of any undead within 60 feet of me that isn't behind total cover or isn't protected from divination magic.
What?
Oh wow! Can you read me? Just read me.
That literally was it.
Can
And
you-
then the next sentence is you can use this feature 5 times per long rest. I read it word for word. Eyes and
Oh
foreheads.
my gosh!
No location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover that isn't protected by divination magic. Ooh. Oh, I have that too. I think I might have that too.
Oh, garage session. Ah.
Wait, hold on. If I
We
have
gotta
it, can
pause
I
the
do this? Is
recording.
that in features?
Oh
or
no, we
spells?
can keep the microphones
Yeah.
on.
Is that features or spells?
Features. It's a
Okay.
cleric feature.
Garage session.
Oh, it's only a cleric?
Yeah.
But I have divine sense.
Oh.
Wait, if you're going pee, take off your microphone. I have to pee.
So here's, I'm not trying to be metagaming, but once you said that,
I
it
can.
felt like we were
I'm
back in
gonna show you my
Barovia.
Clash
Cameron
of Clans.
knows about
Here, hold on.
undead in Barovia, and so that's his fucking ping.
Ping off. 2 people who are flanking you, undead. Hold on. 2 hooded figures. The 2 people that would be. You feel 2 undead, approximately 20 feet in front of you. We'll just metagame a little bit. Those are the 2 religious-looking figures on top of the stands, undead, and then slightly behind you. And I'll let you roll. You got a 19 on your perception,
I have a passive 21.
a passive 21. The guy who said this should be Ismark, undead.
Oh, what's up?
What are you get out of my camera, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I guess we're taking a pee break. And then okay, your ping goes off. That's what you feel. Is anybody going to do anything else? I'll say that you're probably walking back up to the crowd at this point.
Would I be walking like to the crowd or like kind of behind where?
You're probably walking up the opposite side of the crowd that they're on, and they're in the center of the crowd on this execution stand. Are you trying to figure out the orientation of the? Are you behind Rahadin? Is that what you're asking?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, probably. You're probably to the back of Rahadin. Sure. Is anybody else doing anything?
Would you allow me?
I'm not.
I would
I'm gonna.
start walking directly towards the platform.
You're going to start walking directly towards the platform. Okay, as you're doing this, Rahadin is going to start speaking. He's going to go, fine people, citizens of Barovia, our great Lord Strahd has declared this sinner to die. He is a traitor to the realm, and he has brought this upon himself. He has not upheld his duties as the interim Virgin Master of your city. And we all know that if we don't keep a strictness, then the horrors of the forest will fall upon us. One must suffer so that all must be saved. This is the grace of our Lord.
Insight?
And, huh?
Insight? What is he talking about? Do I roll insight? Do I know anything about what that means?
Um,
Horrors of the forest? Go to the...
Sure, you can roll me an insight on his speech. What he's saying.
18 plus 3, 21.
So on a 21, this is hyperbole, right? He's saying this like Strahd has to run a tight ship because of all the monsters out in the forest, right? You know, if Strahd doesn't keep things to a certain degree and doesn't run this the way that he runs it, maybe the fog starts to creep in. Like it is only because of Strahd's strong will that the people are safe.
Do I feel that's bullshit? Like,
Yes, this is
this is
hyperbole.
just bullshit.
This is just an excuse to execute this guy for not paying taxes, right?
Mm.
But this is like what like a tyrant would say, like, I am only being this
Right.
harsh to you to protect you
Right.
from the outside world, right?
Right.
So this is all hyperbole. This
Okay.
dude's getting executed because Strahd wasn't happy with the amount of money that was being sent his way, right?
Perfect.
He's saying all of this, and then he looks at he goes, Father Donovich, why don't you go ahead and read this man his last rites? And Donovich walks over in his hood and sits down and starts slowly praying in the man's ear. He reaches in and he's praying.
Do I hear any of the praying? Am I close enough to hear the whispering?
You'd have to roll me a really high perception check.
I'd like to try.
Worth it. Yeah. Come on.
How about a 29 with disadvantage?
Oh, God session!
I rolled 2 18s with a plus 11,
I
dude.
hate how good your perception is. It's ruining my game.
That's
You
part
hear
is you can't edit it out.
Strahd says his regards, and you hear his teeth sink into his neck.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Oh no, Strahd sends his regards. You didn't serve him well enough in life, but maybe you'll serve him well enough in death.
Oh, we're back.
Get off my camera, dude! What are you doing? Stop it! I'm gonna kick you off this table, dude.
It's content.
It's not content.
Something to look
Get
at.
out of here. Get out of here.
Something to look at.
Okay.
Do you want to count us in?
That was just a garage session. We're still.
Then upon hearing that, I would like to. I'm going to mutter a prayer under my breath, and I'd like to try and do something. I would like to turn undead. Now, again, with it, the way that it's worded here. Let me find this. Of course, now that I'm trying to find it, I can't find it. Oh my gosh, where did it go? I swear this doesn't happen. I had it pulled up beforehand.
I swear this never happened to me before.
It
It happens to
disappeared.
all men, David.
It disappeared on me.
It's not unusual.
It's nothing to be ashamed about. You
Exactly.
can get through it. They make candies.
Actions.
speaking
That's where it is. Okay. As an action, you present your holy symbol. I think we've kind of established my holy symbol is the raven on my armor. And speak a prayer censuring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take its reactions.
Is there a verbal component to this spell?
My prayer, which I was trying to say.
Prepare.
Yeah, that was...
So what is okay? Sorry, turn undead makes them run away.
Or they can't.
Yes, and as a level 5 cleric, I specifically have Destroy Undead, which if they fail its saving throw and they are below a CR half, they are instantly destroyed. But if they're over CR half and they fail, they just run away. And they have to use their action.
The CR is challenge rating. Like how hard the monster is. to defeat.
For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature must use can use the dodge action. So I'm gonna kind of like I want to like start the prayer low, and then almost if I feel it starting to work, I want to try and get louder and like attempt to stand up if I feel it working on the
Okay,
guys
so
right
you
next
want
to
to
me.
start it low. Go ahead, and are you trying to be sneaky about it then?
Yes, because I don't want the guards directly next to me to hear it until I start to feel like something. Because like at a certain point, I do want to get loud and like make a point of it, but I feel like for the first parts of the incantation, I need to start it kind of low.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay.
You have to recite it out loud.
Okay. You said CR half?
CR half.
Okay. Roll me.
That's to be destroyed. It will turn any CR monster,
Mhm,
but the
on
other.
wisdom saving throw. Let's see. This is almost going to be like not a contested strength. We're going to see if you starting the prayer, if you can get enough of it off before the guards next to you can tell you're saying a prayer.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
right?
because that's
So-
kind of that's
yep.
exactly what I was
So
trying to
you're going to roll a stealth.
Okay.
And they're going to roll a perception check. Okay?
While this is happening, how close to the stage do you think I've gotten? I am not being stealthy or anything. I'm pushing my way
You're
through the
probably
crowd.
10 feet away from the stage at this point.
With a high enough perception, can I maybe hear anything that's going on?
Roll me a perception check. What'd you get?
I got an 11.
You start muttering the prayer, and as you go to mutter it, you feel two butts of like swords, like I don't know, two weapons, like at the same time pummel you in the side of the head. You take 10 points of damage.
I got a 23 perception, or 22 perception.
22 perception. What are you trying to see?
Uh,
On that, you see him.
yeah.
All of a sudden, you see the guy who's like,
Well, I figured maybe his armor starts radiating or something.
you on a 23 perception, worshiping the same goddess. You can see
His crest.
it would be imperceptible to anybody basically who didn't worship the Raven Queen. You can see her holy energy starting to grow, and then you see the two weapons smash him in the side of the head. You go like limp a little bit, and the guards have to like hold you back up. You're bum rushing the stage.
I'm not sprinting, but I'm walking directly and I'm pushing people out of the way.
Okay,
to
so
get
you're
towards
pretty
the
much
stage.
at the stage at this point. What are you doing? Like? Are you walking?
Is the father like still praying?
He's basically coming up from his prayer now.
I'm just gonna be starting to walk up the stairs.
You got to walk up the stairs, and the executioner.
Also, I'm going to be enraged.
Do I hear any of that? Does he? Are you making noise as you come up?
I'm not being stealthy, but I'm not like
You might hear somebody
rooting
stomping
around.
up. You're heading up the stairs. Okay, you get up to the stairs, and the guy with the execution axe looks at you and holds his axe in front of you, and then Rahadin looks at you and goes, "Kalathar, what are you doing?"
I don't have any of my weapons out. I want to do it in a post strength check on the executioner for his axe.
Like to take it?
Yeah.
Oh
And
shit! Oh
I'll say
shit.
upon
Oh, shit.
hearing the name Kalathar, Darren will attempt to struggle once more.
Everybody roll initiative.
God damn it!
So we rolled initiative. I will allow you to make the contested for his axe
Yep.
at the very beginning. That can go like right now before anything else.
Do I get to use my athletics?
Yes, I think a contested strength check is an athletics check.
Okay.
I thought that was just for the defending party. Is it not? Is it for both?
No, your athletics is used for
Both.
yeah, and if it's not, the main rule of the DM's guide is up to DM's discretion. So go ahead and make your roll.
I'm going to use my heroic inspiration.
Roll with advantage.
How does a 26 sound?
Sounds pretty good.
If it doesn't beat his 30.
What did you get?
26.
So he holds this axe up against you. I did mention that there's 2 guards up on the
Yeah,
stand.
by him.
There's 2 guards by
Two
him.
guards and the executioner.
So remember, the executioner is one of the guards.
Okay.
There was only 4 guards to begin with.
But he's special because of the axe.
Oh my gosh. I said it at the end of the last session too. There is also another hooded figure.
That's why I was
The
waiting for that
stand
my perception
Right
check.
next to Father Donovich.
They're religious hood, like in religious cloaks. They're not necessarily hooded. There is a robed hooded figure standing off to the side too. I'm gonna add them into initiative real quick.
Does that affect my earlier check that I did?
That's what I thought the garage session was for.
Add another one.
That's really not good, guys.
Dude, it's really not good.
Where did he go? And you know what? Because I forgot to put him, I'll just put him at the bottom. Okay. You managed to pull the executioner's axe out of his hand. Let me set the stage one more time so everybody knows exactly where we're at with this. Kalathar, you are now up on the executioner block. There is Vadu, is hands tied behind his back, his head down on the block with it ready to check off. The executioner put his axe towards you and says, "What are you doing up here?" The other guard is going to pull his sword. The hooded figure looks at you. Rahadin is already looking at you talking. Then there are the 2 religiously cloaked figures that you know as Father Donovich
And his son.
Doru. Excuse me. You are down on the opposite side of the crowd as he is. And
Of the stage, you mean?
of the stage, yes. As he is surrounded by 2 or with 2 more guards. And then you are there with Ismark on the opposite side of the stage as him.
Is Donnie with you as well?
Yes.
I feel like he would have followed you.
Yes, Donnie's with. Oh yeah, and Donnie's with you. I keep forgetting about Donnie. Okay, you pull it out. You rip it out of his hands, and he then goes to pull his sword. We go to the top of the initiative order, and at the very top of the initiative order, nothing happens. Then we go to Donnie.
Fuck, what is Donnie doing?
I don't like that. Nothing fucking happens.
Do you know who it was in the initiative order?
No.
Donnie has a passive perception of 20. Did he see anybody like
Holy
stutter
fuck.
step as they rethought their actions?
No.
Then he's going to use. I feel like.
Okay, hold on. Before you start popping off with spells and shit, what are you saying as you rip the axe out of the executioner's hand?
Stand back, Lavender Boy.
Hey man, I don't do that in confidence, dude. Everybody likes lavender. That's kind of mean, dude. Have you even tried a lavender bath, dude? What the heck? Why would you even say that? Nobody in my group knows. And then you're trying to like press forward.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. As he's trying to press forward past this guard, Donnie. Yeah, what do you think? What do we think Donnie's doing, guys? We're gonna. Have
I
to
think
group on
Donnie would just like stealthily, like either close distance or just try to like stay
Okay, we
away
can
from
say
the fray.
if he uses his.
He's gonna hold an action to at the first moment of clash. He's gonna attack
Okay,
whoever.
go ahead and roll me his
threatens
stealth.
Kalathar.
Go ahead and roll me his stealth.
With advantage.
Why would he have an advantage?
Because
He has advantage on a lot of different things, but not stealth. But he got a 17.
17.
Okay.
So he slowly starts to move through the crowd and get closer to the stage. They're ready to pop off and support his friend should his friend need it. Okay. It is now the guards on top. One of the guards. It is the other guard's turn, not the executioner's turn. So the other guard is going to run up, and he's going to. You're blowing past this guard with the axe. I need you to describe what your character is doing. Are you coming off with intent, like fighting intent?
No.
You just ripped a weapon out of the guard's hand.
I've forcefully taken the executioner axe, and I am walking closer to the center of stage, ignoring everybody, but not with intent of attacking.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think these guards are going to take you ripping the weapon out of one of his hands as an act of aggression. And
Yes.
so the other guard is going to pull his sword and go, I will give you 2 seconds to. Sorry. I will approximately give you 2 seconds to drop Lavender Boy's axe. I mean, my friend's axe. He does really.
Lavender
You,
Boy.
what? You smell like lavender? Oh, you said hello, dude. What'd you do? Do you drop?
No.
He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna take his attacks on you, being the good soldier that he is.
Does Donnie use his action?
I think after the attack happens is when he would be able to.
Do I see Donnie?
Roll me a perception check.
You got a 17 for his stealth, so
But I'm his friend.
Then you can have advantage.
he knows to look for the ears. He's only looking for ears.
Well, it's only going to be a 12 because I have a -3. So
He's
You
invisible.
don't see Donnie, even with advantage.
I got a 15.
It's a rough life.
That's a
Bud.
good roll.
It's a really
You have
rough
a
life.
-3 perception?
Yeah, you'd have that 20.
Okay, so he takes 2 attacks against you. That's gonna be a 14 to hit and a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
22 hits. Okay. Um, all right. He does
Oh, thank you.
10 points halved to 5 because you're raging, correct?
Correct.
So he does 5 points of damage to you on his turn. After his turn,
Donnie's going to take his turn after seeing
okay.
that.
Yeah, what
attack.
is Donnie's action gonna do?
Donnie's going to loose some arrows at that guard.
Is that really what Donnie would do?
I mean, I feel like
Does
it.
he really feel like doing that?
I
Oh,
think
I-
so. What do you think Donnie would do?
Do a fucking thing. I think Donnie's all about the survival of himself, and I don't know if he cares that much about combat or anything.
I feel like he'd be able to hide in the crowd still, though. So I feel
Donnie had that huge Oh, you missed the infight, the brawl that they had in the inn with.
Yeah,
You missed a
we had
ton
a
of stuff.
great session.
It was probably the
I had a
best session I've
three-way,
ever ran.
4-way.
He had a 4-way.
Huh? Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. And Donnie started like a bar fight, and then you guys made best friends with the Visanti, basically, in that
It'll
bar.
be in the recap.
It'll be in the recap.
Just watch the video.
Anyway, so he sends off 2 shots. What are his hits? I think after that fight, Donnie had there's a sense of camaraderie. He would stay and help fight.
Okay.
At least until things start to turn. Right at the very beginning, he'll stay. If things start to look bad, he might dip.
Then he's gonna use. He's
Wait,
gonna
did you roll
attack.
attacks?
Well, he's gonna use one of his blood thingies too. He's gonna. I guess he can hit first. Okay, I was trying to read if I had to announce it before I rolled. So he got 1 miss for sure, a 9, and then the other one was a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
On the dirty 20, he is going to invoke a blood curse.
What? Okay. Roll me the damage from the arrow, and what type of damage is it?
Well, that's what one of these blood curses might be able to affect the damage. So, he takes a d6 damage. Donnie does 4 damage.
Blood hunters are fun.
He can deal an additional d6 of damage, and he's going to do. Did Donnie talk with you guys about fighting vampires and all of that? Does he know?
He probably has a general idea that you guys are coming to town to fight vampires.
There's a general idea of fighting vampires. Not.
That
I don't know if he was there for the conversation where I spilled the beans that we were here to kill Father Donovich and his son because they are
Well,
vampires.
Strahd was with us. I don't know if Tony was. We were walking as a team to Barovia, and that's when he told Strahd.
Donnie was part of that.
So
We'll
then
just
he's
assume
heard
that
it,
Donnie
yeah.
knows.
So now he
We can
knows.
just assume that Donnie.
Okay, then Donnie's going to execute the Crimson Rite of the Dawn. So I want your opinion on this. When I do a Crimson Rite, it says when activated, you deal an additional d6 of damage determined by the chosen rite. Now, under Right of the Dawn, it says when you hit an undead creature with a weapon that has this right active, you deal an additional 1d6 points of damage. Is that 2d6?
Sounds like 2d6.
It sounds like 2d6.
Because the other one that does thunder damage or lightning damage doesn't have that extra line about that. Okay.
Because I think it'd be 1d6 if you're fighting, if you use that right on like any creature, but then being undead gives it's just like a smite. Like a smite gives an extra d8 against that.
That's how
I
read
need
it,
you
too.
to tell me the types of damage you're doing.
Okay.
Okay.
So
It's important to what I'm doing over here in the important part of the game.
this is going to be a little difficult for him to stealth away. His weapon sheds bright light in 20 feet. He has resistance to necrotic damage as he does this as well.
For how long? For a round?
It does not state.
It's a blood right, so it's probably for like a minute.
Right lasts of the effect lasts until you finish a short or long rest.
Oh, sick.
Wow.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, but you have to take the blood damage for it, right?
So
So
4 damage.
4
Yeah,
damage.
That's pretty gnarly.
And then he's going to roll a d8 and 2d6 plus 4.
Okay. Again, I need every time you roll, I need to know what type of damage you're rolling.
Yep. Okay, so 7 radiant damage
Mm.
and
Nice.
8 piercing damage.
Okay, roll me a d20.
13.
Okay, hold on. So 7 plus 8, that's 17,
15.
15.
15. Okay. Okay, and then how much piercing damage? Or 8?
Yeah, it was
So it's
7
15.
radiant and then 8 piercing.
Okay, roll me a d20.
13.
He shoots this crossbow. It's his crossbow or is it a bow?
Longbow.
Longbow. He pulls up, he pops up out of the crowd. Fires off his arrow. It flies through. It hits the guard in like the back of the shoulder blade. The radiant light like glowing out through as the arm gets severed off and flies onto the ground.
Was that his weapon arm that went off?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, coin.
Yep.
Right arm or
Coin.
left arm?
We have a yes or no coin. We are going to flip it. A yes is his weapon arm fell off. A no is that it was like his other arm, right?
Okay.
No. His other arm falls off.
That's okay.
With no perception check needed, you see that the arm is still moving.
That's not cool.
Don't like that. No, I'm glad it wasn't a weapon arm. We add another thing into initiative.
Okay.
It is Rahadin's turn. You are definitely close enough. We're going to do a yes or no to see if Donnie is close enough, and the rest of you are definitely far enough away. You want a no. So I'm going to flip it. You want a no.
Here's the yes.
No. So Donnie is just outside of it. Zach.
Wisdom saving throw?
Only a wisdom saving
He's
throw.
already on it.
Come on,
Oh.
baby.
Has to
I
be
mean,
a
it's a
good
17, but
one. Get 20.
19 minus 2 is 17.
Same number. Nice.
You pass.
You have a wisdom save negative?
2.
Hold on.
Good damn.
So, on a pass,
Oh, fuck you.
you take 9 points of psychic damage. And then
Oh. Where is Da'ron in relation to this?
you're off the stage. He's off.
He's off the stage?
Yeah, he's standing. So again, let me lay it out. There's the stage with Rahadin, the executioner, another guard, the mage figure, Doru Donovich, and now Kalathar, and then the guy about to get executed. Right off the stage, like here, like the stairs up to the stage, you're like right here to the
Like,
stairs,
off to the side.
off to the side of the stairs with 2 more of the guards. You're out of the way.
And
They're-
I'm here, and Kalathar's all the way on the other
And
side.
they're not, the guards protecting him are not doing anything with Kalathar. They're not rushing to their master's aid.
It's not their turn yet, I don't think. I don't think they've had their turn.
Those knights, they're a part of initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not their turn yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, we left off in initiative. Rahadin. He did his psychic damage to you, and then now he's gonna roll his attacks. Okay. Does a 22 hit?
Yep.
Does a 17 hit?
Nope.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
So
like,
2
there's
hits.
3 of those.
He does 2 hits, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But he hits like a bitch.
X. He does 22 points, half to 11. And then he's going to move himself. And you're like walking past him?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's just going to stay a little bit back. Like he's not going to like stay in range. He's just going to stay a little bit back. So then after Rahadin's turn, Kalathar, you are up. It is officially your turn. So you are holding this axe, right? I will say for damage purposes, you'll use your regular attack bonus. What does your great axe do for damage?
It's a D12.
A D12. We'll say this is a D10.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to execute the servant.
Huh? We have the same initiative. Can I prevent this in any way? Because I'm close enough with movement since we have the same initiative turn, but
No, what is your movement speed?
30 feet.
30?
We narratively said that I was 20 feet from like the stage.
Right, but the stage is 5 feet up, so it'd be 20 feet, 5 feet up, and then he's in the middle of the stage.
You think with 5 feet plus reach?
You'd have to roll an athletics check to get up
And
there.
would you even know what I'm doing?
Right.
Yeah, trying to execute a fucking servant. Thought about it.
You need to roll me.
But would you know that?
Yeah, you have to roll me it's going to take 2 checks for you to complete
Okay.
this. You need to roll me a high enough perception check. I'm going to set the DC right now, a dirty 20. You
God
need a
damn.
DC dirty 20 to notice what he's doing quick enough for you to react. Like
Is this
a 15,
perception?
you'll notice what he's doing, but you won't be able to react quick enough, if that makes sense. So roll me,
Fuck you. Wait. 17. With Donny help action?
Donnie's has ran away from you. He's up by the stage now.
With
fighting.
Ismark?
He's
not
not
gonna
up on the stage,
but he
he's
ran
just,
closer
like,
to the
he's
side.
off
Is Mark
the
in?
side.
No, the Donnie is.
Yeah, so what about Ismark?
How would Ismark give you the help action?
He is not a fan of whatever Kalthar's doing either.
But how? But okay, I will roll a perception check for Ismark to see if Ismark notices fast enough. Dirty 20.
30, 20.
We're gonna roll it in front of the board.
What's his plus?
Give me 2 seconds, my guy.
1, 2.
He has a +2 to perception.
Where's
Okay,
my-
so he needs to get an 18 on the die.
Come on, Ismark. Fucking roll for me, baby.
It's gonna be a
That's a
no.
one.
God damn you. It's gonna be a no, and that was my 20 die. I tried to help. Tried to help. Okay, so you see what's happening. You swing down to execute the servant. Go ahead and roll me.
You want an
Would this
attack
character
roll?
be like
Yes.
in death save? Like,
No. Roll me. One sec. This is good job, dude. You threw me for a fucking loop.
I said no one knew what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
nobody likes it either.
I didn't say anyone was going to like it.
I think Darren might like it.
Darren
Darren feels hope in that
Roll me an
moment.
attack roll.
He's executing the servant.
Reckless
Yeah.
attack?
Darren's about to die, and that
How is Darren about to die?
19
I'm
plus
also
It hits.
on my
7.
knees.
You're not on. No, you're not. Well, I mean, I guess you kind of are, but
Roll
you're
damage.
off the stage.
Yeah,
You're not
but I'm-
going to be executed. Not that we know.
Or that would be plus 2.
I'm absolutely next on the stage.
Hold on.
It's a D10.
That's how
Yeah.
Darren is approaching the situation. Come back to him.
Continue. What did you get for your hit?
I got
It was like a
a
17.
21.
21? It hits.
Got me in the dice.
7 plus 10, 17.
You swing down, and in one fell, heat-raged swipe, you remove the head of Vadu as it pummels into the basket. Blood squirts, his body slumps to the floor, and Rahadin looks at you with a little smirk on his face.
I also like throw but kind of drop the axe at Rahadin's feet, and I just look him in the eyes and say, "Your leash is short," and I just start to walk off the stage.
Your leash is short. Do you want to roll like an intimidation check?
Sure. Would that be with advantage?
Situational advantage.
Sure.
Nat 20.
How about them apples?
Your leash is short.
Which does come to a total of 22. Oh, wait. Actually, that would be a 26. 25.
The nat 20 is more important. He keeps outwardly, he keeps that same smirk as you walk away. But you see the first time, and like the 3 or 4 times you've seen Rahadin, little twitch to his eye. For once, it's very slight, it's ever almost imperceivable, but this is the first little crack in his persona that you have seen as you walk away. And you just walk away.
Yeah.
There's a hush through the crowd. After Kalathar's turn is Doromir. What?
I have genuinely no idea. I'm gonna just stand here.
So holding your action?
Yeah,
You're
holding
your
my
turn.
whole turn. I don't fucking know what the fuck just happened.
Okay, so you're gonna hold your turn. God damn it, Zach. Oh.
Every week I'd come at you.
Okay. So Zach goes to walk away. Rahadin looks. You see that nobody else notices like that. Zach sees that and goes to walk away. The guards stand there dumbfounded. They look at Rahadin as if they should keep attacking. There's a hush through the cloud. There's a hush through the crowd of Barovians. And then all the Visanti start to laugh and cheer and clap at this spectacle that they've just seen. It starts to grow through this group of Visanti that are there. The crowd is looking around. You're starting to feel an anxious murmur coming from them. Nobody's quite sure what to do. Are they allowed to leave? Is the execution over? How would this react to the slap in the face? Would Strahd consider this a slap in the face to somebody else that was not ordained to execute them?
And are they all just completely cool with the arm moving on its own on the floor? That just the guard of the city?
Nobody really seems to be that bothered by it. No. At this point, as initiative starts to.
I mean, I had stuff I wanted to do.
Okay.
I kind of did with you.
Okay, so then
I don't
it's
know.
your turn in initiative.
Right, but I kind of have to see what. If are they gonna try to do anything with Darren? I don't know.
It's your turn. So your decision now, which will affect what is happening. He does this. He's walking away.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
hold his turn.
I'll just hold my turn.
You can hold your turn. Okay, you're gonna hold your turn. It is Doru and
Donovan's turn. They're gonna look at each other, kind of gleefully smile, and then go to slowly start walking off the stairs. And that's their turn. They just use like their dash actions to like start walking
Does
away.
Vadu get a turn?
Vadu's dead as shit. Okay. After them turn is Darren.
Okay. Because Darren does not like being handcuffed with a bag over his head, and he knows his friend is here. So he's just going to like.
So you actually don't know what just happened.
Don't know what happened, but I
You
heard
just
the
hear
name
this-
Kalathar, and I know
and then
that
you hear-
Kalathar's there.
And then you hear a silence through the crowd, and then a bunch of laughing and cheering.
So I'm going to stand up and just yell, Kalathar! Kalathar! They have me!
Do they actually have you?
So you hear that
Kinda
looking
trapped between
over.
there.
You can roll an insight check on that to see if that's Darren actually Darren underneath the hood.
Well, I rolled a dirty one, so
So dirty one. You hear a man you see this man you can see his armor with the raven
yeah.
on it, and he's yelling out, Kalathar, help me.
Okay, I'm gonna use my turn unless you have anything else you want to do.
That was basically me.
Okay, I want to use command on one of the guards.
What's the range?
A bajillion feet.
Probably 60 feet.
Yeah, something like
Most likely.
You have enough movement to get close enough to
Yeah.
to one
that.
of them.
60 feet of command. Speak one word. He has to succeed a wisdom saving throw of 16.
Okay. Which guard? One of the ones holding him.
right side. Yeah,
Oh, one of the
that-
ones holding
yeah.
him. Okay. Oh boy. What is it?
16 wisdom save.
Oh, of course. He fails. What
I'm
does it
gonna flee. So he just hauled ass.
You hear with your passive perception, you hear the voice of your partner yell, "Flee!" And you're able to feel like the power of the Raven Queen behind the words. And go ahead and roll me a religion check. If you roll a high enough religion check, you can get. I'll allow both guards to start fleeing.
Nice. Nice.
If it's not high enough, you'll get the one.
I do have an actual action that I'd like to do after.
We are mixing a lot of things here, boys.
16
after his turn.
Cody, 16.
No.
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 Does that make him even grovel a little? Kind of
Maybe you see him go, "Oh, I don't know what I should do."
like maybe like grovel.
He goes, "Oh, I don't know what I should do." And the other guy's like,
Okay.
the other guy doesn't like run away in terror.
Yeah.
It's like as if like an enchantment spell washed over him, and he goes, "I will," and then just gets up and like just starts walking away through the crowd. So one of the guards, we'll call it guard 1, then guard 2. Guard 1 is slowly starting to walk away. You said you had an action you actually wanted to do.
Yeah. Do you have a bonus action, or are you?
Well, that was my bonus action.
Okay.
I was
You
with my
can cast
movement.
command as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm a goddamn baller.
Okay. What are you doing?
Unless I'm reading that wrong. I'm pretty sure it was command. Oh, it is an action. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
I was like, that is
That's
insane.
longer.
Is that a class switch?
Wow. What was I looking at? That was a bonus. I don't remember. Oh, it was Shield of Faith. That's where I got confused. I was looking at that. Okay, and then with my movement, am I close enough to that other guard? Like, am I basically on top of them?
Yeah, you can get close enough with
Close
your
distance
movement.
with
You can
yeah.
with your movement. I'll say you can close
Okay.
distance.
Yeah. That's that turn. So I'm now basically on to you. I had one guard leave, and now I'm basically on you with that other guard.
So, as my action, I am going to actually cast the Turn Undead. And I'm going to, before I actually cast, I'm going to yell out, "People of Barovia, the people on the stage are not what they appear." And I'm going to, at that point, do my turn.
What's the range of turn?
60 feet. 30 feet.
I already said they started walking down the stairs, and I've already said you're at the bottom of the stairs. Let me see what their movement is to see how far they would have gotten from you. I will say that they would, to get to you would have been 30 feet. I did say they used their dash action, right? So let me figure out their total movement that they would have walked at this point to see if you would have hit the father-son duo with
Yep.
this. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Well, they would have only been with the dash, and they would have moved 60 feet, so they are still right at that edge of that 30
Just on the other
feet,
side of it.
the other side of it. So I will say that you could hit them. So,
And then would it also hit the guy whose name I can't remember?
Rahadin.
Rahadin?
Is he in the middle of the stage, or is
Rahadin
he?
is not undead.
He is a
He's a
dark elf.
king.
Or
So
wood
is he-
elf. He's
Huh?
a wood elf.
Is he a what the fuck are they called?
Oh, also, whatever was in the crowd that
Husband
was
Thara from
potentially
Baldur's
30 feet away is gonna have to.
But I
be part
remember
of
he's
this
a
as
wood
well.
elf.
Two. I'm gonna flip a yes or no. You won't. A yes means you're getting. You want a yes. It's a no. Okay. So you got. Let me see his movement.
What is Minthara's race from Baldur's Gate?
Drow elf.
Drow elf. Is he a Drow elf, Cody?
I believe you said he was a wood elf.
There's Shadow Archive, which are kind of like dark elves, and then Drow elf, which are kind of like dark elves.
I think Rahadin is a dusk elf.
Dusk elf.
Not that your characters would know that. Not that their
We wouldn't know
characters
that.
would know that.
We just know he's an elf.
I just see pointy ears and I say, I don't know.
Knife ears die.
Okay. What was I doing?
You're gonna roll,
Which is very important
DC
in
16
the
Wisdom saving throws for
racism.
an undetermined amount.
You hit one of the guard. The guard that he cast command on had enough movement speed to get when he told him to flee. He's out of range.
Technically, I don't. Does it use its reaction to do that? Does it do that immediately, or does it wait until its turn? I just wasn't sure.
I
don't
don't
think
think
it matters.
wisdom save, command, some typical command, swallow, drop, flee. The target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means. So it spends its turn.
So it hadn't moved yet. It'll move on its turn.
Okay.
Not that
I basically like posted him, like I sent him a letter just
Okay.
saying flee. So in like 3 to 5 business days he'll get it and he'll run away.
Okay. All right. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, 16.
16.
I mean, if you're gonna make them both move, should I have even used a spell slot to like?
It's too late. You guys have already interchanged your guys' turn. I've already said you guys can't do it, and you've done an action. You've done an action. You've done about you.
No, I let him take his entire turn.
And he was no. You.
I said a word.
Okay.
All I said was,
Okay. You do, but no. You did it. You cast it. It happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Because this might not work on him.
Oh,
He might pass my save, right? And so it's just doubling up on it. Chances are he's gonna pass more. You know what I mean? So.
yeah.
And also, just a reminder: any CR half is instantly destroyed.
my brother in Christ, there's nothing in this world that's going to be a CR half.
That's good to know.
That's not true. The things that killed Da'ron were CR half.
Rough.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens on a fail?
Uh, similar to it doesn't use its reaction, but it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Wow.
And like part of the words I'm going to like be saying as part of my prayer are going to be like, the Holy Mother rejects you and all undead beware. Like I'm going to make it very prominent that the Raven Queen is gonna save this fucking place.
Fuck yeah, brother. Heard that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do you do on your turn?
Um,
Your character doesn't, and your character doesn't. It doesn't say that you know who fails and passes, right?
no.
Okay.
I don't believe
So what do you? Is there anything else you do on your turn?
I will harness divine power and regain a second level spell slot, and that is my turn.
Nice.
And if I can like hear where Doromir is, I think
I'm basically on top of you. I'm like, my chest is to your ass.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, get me out of these chains.
Bet. I got you, boo. Fret not, my boy.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. The executioner guard on top of the stand is gonna pick up his weapon and look at Rahadin, and Rahadin looks out in the crowd and now sees like this happening, right? And he goes, "Oh no, 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 no! My prisoners are my prisoner." And he's gonna command the guard is now. He's gonna look at the guard and go. So the guard is gonna use his movement to get down to you, and he's gonna take 2 attacks against you. Because I've already
Yeah, executioner.
yes,
So he has to pass me.
yes, he does. Go ahead.
Sentinel.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Command.
So I'm guessing you're gonna take your sentinel attack on this guard that's walking right past you, right?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Lucky guess.
Does a 27 hit?
No.
Or not?
Yes.
Sorry, not a 27. 17. My bad.
Actually, I was joking about a 27, but let me check to see if a 17 will hit. 17 does not hit.
Okay.
Okay, so you miss. And we're still good. I bumped it. My bad, guys. As the YouTube channel says, we are unprofessional D&D players. Nothing about this is supposed to look
Good.
good or
With
be.
advantage, I rolled 2 10s.
What's he gonna do to me?
He's just gonna run up and he's gonna take his 2 attacks on
Win
you. So
some.
you swing and miss. He runs up and he takes 2 hits on you. That is cocked. Okay, that is going to be a 15 and an 18.
Neither hit.
What?
My AC is 2 followed by
I'm sorry, it
0.
was a 29 and a 27.
Those do hit.
Okay, so he comes up and he takes 2 hits on you. You're trying to free your friend and he smashes into you and it just like dinks off your armor. That is that guard's turn. It is the other 2 guards' turns. So one of them starts to flee because of command, and he failed your wisdom saving throw. So it is the other guard. It's both of their turns on initiative. They both failed, so they just start booking it basically.
Goodbye, if command went to the other guard.
No. So yeah, they start to go. You could take opportunity attacks against them as they leave. You don't feel the need to. Rahadin starts to look and he goes,
If they take damage at the end of the turn.
That's what I thought.
oh, it does? Okay, I wasn't trying to be sneaky. I was just saying like you could take if you wanted to keep damaging. Okay.
So- Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
That is the guards' turns. That is the end of their turn. So they start to take off. Rahadin is gonna look at the hidden figure, the hooded figure that's standing on the stage with him, and he's gonna go, "My prisoner is my prisoner." And that figure is then gonna look out towards you 2. And he's gonna cast Fireball.
This is good. This is good. This is really good for us.
So that is going to be a
I'm gonna let you know now I'm down.
Sweet. It makes my life a whole lot easier because I think I can just pick you up and carry you to safety.
it's gonna be a oh man. Spells DC 14 deck save.
14 deck save? Just need to tap higher. That's out of the dice tray. Please, Jesus.
God
damn it!
16.
I got a
But I'm still
7.
I'm still down.
Fucking 7. Fuck my life.
I have 12.
Should have rolled the app. I have a +5. I just needed a 10 and I got a 2.
We do not read the app on camera. I need
Oh.
4 d6s.
Send our kids to school.
I got 3.
I need 1 d6.
I needed a 10.
I love you guys
Ones.
so much.
Bullshit.
Did we discover if Donovich and his son were affected by a spell?
Yeah, they were.
Has
Because
it
he
been
was a
returned
20.
yet?
Well, I thought it was a no coin flip. Didn't we coin flip?
No,
That was a different coin flip. They are, in fact, within range, but I will not know if it affected them until they're done.
I see. Because it doesn't tell you outright. Yeah. Makes sense.
Hold on. Fuck.
I'm down.
There's not a 0% chance I'm also down. Actually, there is a 0% chance I'm down because I have the thing that lets me survive with 1 HP before going down. But I need
So if you failed, it's 31. If you pass, it's 15.
Down.
very good.
So he goes, no, my prisoner. He's like, no, so Rahadin, what happens? You come, you execute the guy. You say what you say to him. He twinges a little bit. You start to walk away. He sees you verbally command one of his guards to leave. He sees you start praying and start affecting these things around them. And then the other guards start to leave as you pray. And he goes, and then he sees you over there basically getting ready to start trying to break him out. And he goes, no, that he is mine. And then he looks at the hooded figure, but then drops it. And you just see like a skeleton face, like a skull, like no meat on the face at all.
Ghost Rider type shit.
Ghost Rider type shit. Fire appear in this mage's hand. And the fireball comes out, disintegrates like 4 villagers. Just wipes them out as this damage hits you guys. That is Ismark's turn. He's gonna scream. He's gonna yell out, "No!" as like some of his villagers start to die. He's gonna make an athletics check to see if he can get, just like I said, you would have to do to get on top of this, like to like scale the side of the cage and go and attack Rahadin.
The stage.
Yeah, like the execution stage. Zach. He needs to make an athletics check. Did I tell you the DC is probably just be DC 15? Yeah, you know you didn't even, your perception check wasn't high enough for you to react. That's what it was. Athletics, he has a +5, so he only needs a 10 on the die to do it. It's a 13. He scales it. He's gonna run up and he's gonna take 2 attacks on Rahadin. Who wants their 6s back?
I guess I'll have a 6 back.
Because I can keep them if you guys want. I don't know whose is whose. He's gonna hit Rahadin twice.
Damn, Ismark's fucking real shit.
Ismark's gonna die.
Ismark straight up woke up. He was not about fighting, and Ismark's finally waking up. Good for him.
Just in the first round.
Clearly, he didn't take 30 damage from a fireball, because I would not be rushing.
Like a mom lifting a toddler off
Oh!
a car.
No,
Yeah, a
I'm
car,
sorry.
Toddler, not a toddler off a car.
He's still gonna hit. But he absolutely would be attacking the mage that just threw the fireball. If he hit Rahadin, he would have hit the mage. Obviously, Rahadin is probably gonna have a little bit of a higher C. So this damage is gonna be to the mage that just threw the fireball. And he does
6 damage.
15 plus 6. So he does 21 points of damage to the mage. This mage already looks. He comes in, he slices through, and like some of the cloak falls off, and then the next slice you see pieces of like rotten meat and bones fall off this corpse as he starts slicing through this mage. We go back to the top of the initiative order. Everybody roll me perception checks. Oh, you're dead. Or you're down.
I have a passive perception of 21.
9.
Perceived.
What are we looking at? Perception?
Yeah.
Sorry. That's 23.
23.
I love you.
Live session.
Okay. How are you going to film the garage session?
I've just been
audio only.
audio
okay.
only.
In
You stay away from my
We have to
camera.
be quiet though. We can't be talking.
Yeah,
so
you
the
can't be
audience
talking.
can hear their
Yeah.
garage
You
stuff.
know, in Mario, you know, like dry bones make like this, like when it like falls apart, like, like that.
And
Like,
at 23, you see the innkeeper slinking away through the crowd. He was like there. He was the innkeeper was in the crowd, not too far from where Da'ron and Doromir are. And after this like fight starts to break out, he kind of just starts like fade away. Okay.
You go around the table.
Because I can't step through that with my knee.
Oh.
I don't want to bump it and have to mess everything up. I'm gonna leave that in the recording so everybody on YouTube knows that I was a bad man.
Easy Kim.
Pity
Tiny
subscribers.
Tim.
Donnie, it is your turn.
Where am I at?
Basically, on
You're
the
on the other side of the stage as you guys are though, because remember he walked up and tried to he shot the thing from the back. So you're on the other side of this execution stage.
Would he
Mhm.
walk up to use a longbow though? Don't they have a range of 120? Why would he walk?
He's still on the other side of the stage because we had talked about how he
What'd you
came
do, my
forward.
He's on the same side as
What's
Kalathar.
what's my right on? Is my
Kalathar
right
is
on
on the
my
same side
bow?
as you.
Yes, the longbow.
But
He's
you
on
did-
this-
the right is on the bow. Okay. Yeah, it's,
He's on the same
that just
side
helps
that
me
you
decide.
were on before you ran all the way over there to help him.
If I can hit from that, if I'm from far enough away from like this fireball range and whatnot and stuff, I'll be honest. Like I don't have that good ability to like bring back up. I don't have any potions or anything, and I don't have good like medicine checks to get daring up or anything. So I would just shoot more damage, just raw. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I would just probably shoot my my longbow
At who?
at the if that one like the first guard that I shot, is he down or no?
No, he's still up there.
Um,
That was so on top of the stage right now.
actually, yeah, the mage probably better. He was just the biggest guy, just doing funny stuff. So
Okay, so you attack the mage.
yeah. So the first attack is a 24 to hit, and then the other one is a 14 to hit.
Believe it or not, dude,
Uh-huh.
both gonna hit. Yeah.
Okay, both
For
of them
sure.
hit. So that is 1d8 plus 4. So 1d8 plus 4, which would be 11, and then I get, because of the Rite of the
Any of
Dawn
that
that was
radiant
activated.
damage?
Are they undead? What's up? I was about to ask. Are they? So yeah, then I still get 1d6 of radiant.
2d2.
Oh,
You
you
get
get
one
one
for the
hit.
crimson, right? Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
So because I asked
Only the extra damage is radiant.
Yeah, so you
scroll
knew.
up though. On the crimson right, it says there the D6.
Oh yeah, because the Rite of the Dawn is the one I chose. That's why you're right. Okay, so yeah, so I get a d6 anytime I do my Rite of, and then because it's a Rite of Dawn, it does an additional one if he's undead.
Both of those are radiant.
Both of those are radiant. So
And you hit twice, so you get to roll that.
okay, so for that first one, it was a 2 and a 6, so 8 plus what is
8
it?
radiant damage.
8 plus 8, so 8 radiant damage, and then what is it initially?
11.
11,
Piercing.
11 piercing,
For
and
one
then
hit.
yeah, then for the second one, it is going to be a 9 for the piercing, and then 3 radiant.
Wow.
Pretty trash rolls on the radiant.
How do you kill this mage?
Just classic fucking cool guy arrow, just through the dome. You know what I mean? Just like the radiant.
So just glowing.
Yeah, they're
Glow,
glowing.
like that
Yeah.
that classic like golden glowing energy.
Yeah.
So you pop up out of the crowd. 2 arrows as fast as like Legolas would fire them.
Mhm.
They both pop through the back of this because you're facing behind this mage. So the arrows poke through the eye sockets of like the skeleton head, and then the radiant energy starts to glow until like it just shatters the brain, and this
Hell yeah.
undead body falls to the ground.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, just I don't know. You asked me. Classic glowing radiant arrows, just golden.
I didn't know if you had any extra flavor.
No. My guy
look like a piece of
My guy would like to have the least flair possible. He doesn't want to be seen bounty hunter. Like if it could be a normal arrow but still deal the damage, he would take that.
So just a golden tip.
Yeah, there you go.
Just the-
Like gold. Yeah, just the golden tip. There you go. Just enough. I don't want to bring any attention to myself,
I like it.
especially with his insecurity being his biggest emotion. He's just like, don't fucking look at me. Don't look at me. Don't
It's been too long since I've played with Donny, so I gotta try and figure him out again.
Yeah.
Okay, Rahadin, seeing the arrows fly into the back of his mage's skull, is going to turn and scan through the crowd to see if he can see where the arrows came from. You want to make a stealth? You want to try to hide?
Because you were previously. So.
You were previously stealthing.
I mean, I don't have a bonus action for that.
I'm giving it to you as a free action if you want to try to hide.
Um,
Like hide back into the crowd.
Your DC to pass.
Mhm.
I'll let you decide if you're gonna do it before I tell you what the DC would be.
That's about all I can do. So
You want to try to hide?
Yeah, sure.
You need a 24.
Holy fuck. Nat 20?
mm-hmm. That's a nat 20 with a plus of 4, so that's a 24. That's a 24.
That's a nat 24.
Yeah.
So you fire these things, and just like some weird sixth sense, like your lucky rabbit foot starts to like vibrate a little bit, and you just dive back like into the crowd, like almost just like fall back into the crowd as Rahadin head snaps, searching for like whoever shot the arrows that just killed his magic user. Rage emanating from his face.
Maybe he thinks it was.
Yeah, I told you he doesn't want to bring attention to himself.
Maybe he thinks it's a Barovian. Some
Don't you worry about what he thinks might happen. That's not your job, little dude. Fuck. Donnie, is at the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all. It's
I have to see if I see the other guys.
Not only are you dead, your head is covered.
I guess I use the rest of my movement to just kind of see if I can trace the said figure I saw earlier.
Yeah, you can head that way.
Okay.
And I'll let you keep that. That stealth check that you rolled will be that stealth check for
Okay.
following him because that's a fucking nat 20. So why wouldn't I do that for you? Okay.
So it's however you want. If I had to roll again, I don't.
No. You're
no
good.
beef.
Okay, it is the guard who's missing his hand.
Mhm.
That hand is going to. That hand is going to start crawling down towards the stairs and makes it about 5 feet as it starts crawling itself down the stairs. And then the guard is going to run past his own hand, and he's going to run down, and he's going to come to you and try to take an attack again.
I think I'm still like halfway on the stairs.
Yeah, so he's going to run like to you on the stairs and try to take 2 attacks against you. 1 hit, 1 miss. I got a 19 on the die and a 5 on the die. I know this. It's not going to be good enough.
Oh, my menace is +4. I guess I had a decent shot. I just looked at it.
Too far away.
That's fair.
He
Yeah.
does
That's all right.
I just looked. I was like, I don't.
9 half to
My
4.
best friend's a
Right?
paladin. He's
4 points of damage to you.
He has more kick for that.
For sure, so I'll be okay. I hope. If I can just get back up.
Yeah. And then after that guard's
you
turn,
get to hit elements.
it's going to be Rahadin's turn. So this guard comes up and swings and attacks you. And then Rahadin has a he's got like a scimitar. He's gonna walk up like casually straight up to you and he goes, Kalathar, as he's like scraping the sword against the ground. Kalathar. I don't know what you think is happening. I don't know what you think Strahd wants with you. But you're not here to replace me. You're here for entertainment purposes only. Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
That's going to be a 10.
Okay.
Something tells me that's not going to do it.
Never know. Fingers crossed.
You take 25 points of psychic damage. And then he's going to go ahead and he's going to attack you 3 times. It's a nat 1, so that's 1 miss. A 12 is going to miss and a 25 is going to hit, right?
Correct.
Okay. He does 14.5 to 7 slashing damage.
I go down. I had 6 health.
You see him go, you're here for entertainment purposes only. You start to feel. You start
Do you
to
have
feel
that
this.
endurance? Let's just stay up with 1 HP, no?
So as he walks up to you,
and he says this to you. You start to feel in your mind, you hear the screams of thousands and thousands of souls, and in this moment, you know these are souls that Rahadin himself has taken. And as your eyes start to shake and roll into the back of your head, as you're feeling this horror and pain, you feel a quick slash across your chest as your fire dies out and you fall to the ground. After Rahadin's turn, would have been Kalathar. Kalathar, make me a death saving throw.
I thought you were doing those.
I am doing those.
Cody, make Kalathar a death saving
It's been
throw.
too long since we actually had to do that. I forgot.
Okay. Doromir, it is your turn, my guy.
Will you let me use a bonus action to break the shackles holding Da'ron?
Unconscious character?
Mhm.
I would let you bonus action break the shackles. Sure. I would allow it as a free object interaction, but it's going to be a DC 15 strength check to break them off.
You got this. You got this.
Maybe.
Strength? Just straight strength or athletics?
You can use his athletics. Yeah.
Maybe it's better.
+4.
So you just need an 11 on the die.
Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy.
Oh, 19.
So you
Dude,
go up.
that looks like
That is
cock.
so cocky.
That's
You're a
cock.
piece of shit.
I love you, but that's
You guys are pieces of shit. Wait, hold on. That's not it. That's just not it. That's just not it.
sorry, bro.
That was your free object interaction. You can use an action now to try to do the same thing.
But if it's an action, not
Yep.
a bonus.
No, because normally making a check like that would be an action, and I gave it to you as like a free bonus interaction. Or as like a free object interaction.
Well, then
Am I being unfair?
No, it's fine. I'm going to lay on hands pool. I'm gonna spend 15 HP, use my action to heal him 15 HP.
Okay.
Ooh, 15.
Yes, sir. Bitch down to 0.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Blew the wad.
That's great. Thank you so
Very
very
welcome.
much.
Then for a bonus action, I'm going to use Shield of Faith also on him.
Give you a +2. Is that concentration?
It is for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And it gives you a +2 to AC.
Okay.
And that's it. And that's it. Yeah.
Do I hear? Do I hear Doromir? Do I hear the Raven Queen? What do I hear?
Do you say anything? Do you pray when you do the lay hands?
Yeah.
What do you do when you do the prayer?
I think I'm a little annoyed at the scene, so I kind of like boot you a little, like I kind of like kick you like while you're down, but like kind of like a friendly, like get your ass up.
Do you at least? Is there any way he could at least take the cover off?
Absolutely. That's a free. Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Then you
I'll say that when you couldn't break the
As you
chains,
come
like
up,
in anger,
yeah.
you pull out.
Okay.
That's what happens. You go to break the handcuffs, and you're not getting like the right angle on it. And so in frustration, you pull the fucking head cover off and kick him and go, get the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then like the radiant energy or like
I think you just like see my crest kind of like shimmer. It's just like
roll me a religion check
check.
with advantage.
With advantage.
Let's go.
Again, not great. There's an 11 there plus. Where the fuck was that 11 when I needed it? Religion +2, 13.
So on a 13, you kick him and you get up, and you can't tell what it is, but you feel a response from your goddess, which is more than you felt in the past
cold
year.
and nothing.
Yeah. So feeling a response from your goddess, even on a 13, like you bet you could deduce like, oh, she might be happy that I just saved another one of her servants. You're moving on the right track. Okay, after Doromir's turn, that is Donovich's turn. Was your thing concentration?
Nope.
Nice. So he looks at you fall, and then he sees you kick him back up, and Donovich goes, and then books it. Fucking just starts taking off the car, pushing people out of his way. Doru is gonna look at you and go, look at his father run away and go, fucking coward. And spit on the ground and look at you and go, we have unfinished business. Dead end. And start. He already had used all his movements, so he's gonna have to use his action to get to you, but he is now up on you two. He runs up.
Is he passing Kalathar?
Kalathar is down.
Others, yeah. Also, I think the other side.
Yep,
right?
and he's on. Kalathar is on the
They
stairs.
were over here. We
You're
were here.
You're
Kalathar
here, and
was
then
there.
Donnie's way over there.
Is he passing me?
He stopped.
He came up to you, so he didn't
So
leave
he's
your.
not leaving my flag.
He's not. But that is his whole turn. Darren, I will allow you a free object interaction to see if you can break the shackles.
Okay, I'll at least give it a
DC
try.
15.
Give it a try. I need an 11 as well.
Do it.
Do me here.
Fucking do it, baby.
7. Nope.
Just not
Sorry, buddy.
That's okay.
Can't quite get out of him yet, but you
He
still
doesn't.
have. I'll still give you your bonus action.
I really only need a bonus action, but I'll take the action where I can do it. Darren is gonna look up and see an unconscious Kalathar and immediately be like, "This isn't fucking good." And I'm going to cast a 2nd level healing word. Now,
Okay, we are gonna say that Rahadin had more movement, so he's not like if you wake up, he's not standing right next to you. He's continually walking down the stairs. Okay, so you're not gonna wake up and just have an attack on Rahadin.
so I'm casting 2nd level healing word as a bonus action. It only has a verbal component, no material, no somatic.
I also don't care too much about that. I
Just
care
because-
most
I
about.
mean, if my hands are chained up, right, and
Yeah,
it has a
yeah.
somatic component,
Yep,
I feel
yep.
like I should. Anyway, I also, as a circle of, or not circle, as a death domain cleric, have Circle of Mortality. I restore maximum HP on each dice instead of rolling with healing spells to a creature with 0 HP.
Holy fuck.
2nd level healing word
Holy
is
fuck.
4d4 plus 5. So that
25.
is
12 plus 5, 17.
No, 4d4,
16 plus 5,
44.
21.
21.
Huh?
Back up to 21.
That's close.
But your rage is gone.
It is going.
Or 8.
That was really
That's
close.
kind of like that thing that you gave me on Aiden.
Yeah, the
Where,
max
like
HP.
the healing does max him out no
Yeah,
matter what.
That is badass.
Wow.
shit.
Yeah, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. But
Shit, Dave.
And then, am I surrounded by anybody? Is there anybody? Oh yeah,
There's
the,
a knight ahead of you.
So there's
the guy
Doru
that
there.
just came up. Yeah.
There's a knight that just attacked you, and then Rahadin is like walking towards you.
And the vampire, right?
Yeah, so there's Doru,
Oh.
a knight. The other two knights that were by you have ran. Donovish has ran. Do they make a turn on their? Do they get a wisdom saving throw on their turn so they get over it, or is it
I
just
don't believe it
that
just
one
lasts for 10
Okay.
minutes or a minute.
Until they, or until they take damage, right?
Yes.
Or until they take damage. Okay. Did you have anything else you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Misty
For
step?
my actual action now, I would like to. He's within 5 feet of me. I'm going to make a attack word of radiance. I utter a divine word, and burning radiance erupts from me. Each creature of my choice that I can see within range must succeed on Constitution saving throw, or take a D6 radiant.
What's the range?
5 feet. So he came up to me. So it's like an
So
explosion
you
around
have
myself.
Doru and the one guard.
I
Doru and
was
the one
hoping
guard.
there'd be a second
Nice.
What is it?
one. Constitution 16.
So just so I can say it out loud, Doru is going to be dark. Guard is going to be light. Okay, I said Doru was dark, right?
Yep.
And it's a con save.
Yep.
Doru fells, and then the guard was light, and it's a con save. 15.
16.
He fails too.
That is 9 radiant damage.
Nice.
Oh wow. Okay, so hold on. Very nice. So this is going to be
That was a good ass game.
uh, this guard that ran up on you, right? The one with one hand. And you did 16?
9 radiant damage.
9. Okay, nice.
Double 8.
Yep. Yep. Very nice. And then Doru. One sec. Sorry. That was awesome. That's a good move, dude. Good job.
I feel like I accomplished a lot with that turn. I am still wanting to run away, but not able to.
Yeah. Okay. You just hopped back up, right?
Yeah.
And you had stopped the executioner. No, he's the one that's right up against you.
You would have gotten him too. He was down. He ran past and attacked him. Okay. You would have gotten him with that as well. So I'll take away. Okay. He's gonna swing the executioner guard that came up and tried to hit you before. Is gonna try to hit you again.
Okay.
He's gonna take 2 attacks. He got a 15 and a 19.
Neither hit.
What the?
Let's go.
I have a 20 AC.
And I do too now, thanks to you.
You have 20?
Let's fucking go, dude. Some beefy boys.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
That
brother.
was great. The other 2 guards are running away, so they're out of battle.
Raven Queen,
Okay.
protect.
It's Ismark's turn. He's gonna run up to Kalathar, and ask you, like, he's like, "Are you okay, Kalathar?
I'm fine.
I've never seen you fall to the ground, my friend." And then he's gonna
I never will again.
and he runs past you, and he's gonna take 2 attacks on Rahadin.
Right in the ass.
Oh, come on, Ismark.
Ismark's fucking put in work.
He's doing some shit.
Shout out to my boy.
He's never looked more courageous.
That's facts.
Would you say after going down, my negative emotion would have increased?
Probably.
How much would you say it increases by?
Roll a d6. In fact, you roll a d6 too.
I should. I almost feel like I should roll like a D10 or something because I'm just so far into it already.
What's your emotion?
4 points.
Hopelessness?
Ooh.
Like just giving up.
He misses Rahadin on his 2 turns, and Rahadin is just gonna look at him and smirk and go,
I'll take that.
"You could have avoided all of this, Ismark, if you had just simply been the one up there yourself."
Isn't this the fucking truth?
And after Ismark's turn,
Except for me.
nothing happens, and then we go to Donnie's turn.
Did Ismark miss his attack?
Yeah, he missed both. He tried. He had a 17.
That's what matters.
He missed the AC by 1.
Oh,
Right? Like he's so
buddy.
close. Donnie, you're sneaking through the crowd.
Can I try to do? Does it seem like I can just with my movement, which is just?
You have a leap.
Yeah. What is it? Maybe. How far is he from me? So does it seem like I can go up to him and grab? Yeah, that person I'm trying. Can I go to run up to him and grapple him? Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Grapple this, bro?
Yeah.
You're grappling Rahadin?
No, not Rahadin. This figure I'm following.
Mhm.
Yeah. Does it seem like I can grapple him?
Absolutely.
Species traits.
Okay, yeah. So run up to him and try to grapple him.
Okay.
What are we rolling for? I didn't even look at it.
Athletic. It's a contested strength check, right? So it's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
Word. How better acrobatics than athletics is 0. Acrobatics is +4.
That's,
That's in that 20.
God damn it, Josh. You're a monster.
That's 24.
That's back-to-back nat 20s. Come on.
Okay.
Those are your last 2 rolls.
You go. So you're sneaking through the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You have your target in sight. This little bunny. When you're on your nat 20 stealth check,
Mhm.
sneaking through the crowd, you come up on the innkeeper
Mm-hmm.
and you jump onto his back and you tackle him to the ground. And he looks at you, turns into a bunch of bats and flies away. And you just see a swarm of bats fly off.
The innkeeper. You jumped on the innkeeper?
Yep.
The bro, the innkeeper? The innkeeper?
Same one that I heard say something.
What did he say?
Dirty about Ismark.
Okay. Damn it! If I had that 6th level, I could have tried to brand him, but I don't have anything. So.
He did. You like knocked him to the ground in your grapple check. He was holding his action. Just so everybody knows, the things that weren't happening was the innkeeper. So when you tackled him to the ground, he used his action, turned into a bunch of bats, and flew away.
He failed the grapple check. I don't want you to think you failed on a nat 20. You definitely succeeded.
To turn into bats, what kind? Do I have to make a check to know if that was like a spell or
You
like
can roll me an Arcana, history. Hold on, Arcana,
nature?
history, or religion checks.
Because well, for two reasons. My character would be interested to know like the origin of that kind of magic, being a blood hunter and whatnot. But additionally, I'm trying to see if I can silvery barbs that shit. So there's no misconfusion of what I'm trying to do. I do want the information, but I can also, if there's any way, because I don't know if it's any kind of check you have to do. I don't know what if it's an ability.
I think it just has him reroll it.
One second.
But
One
it has to be an
second.
attack roll and a
Ability check.
ability check or saving throw. So I didn't know if he had any of those components to that ability. So I was like, I don't know. But Arcana, I'll roll Arcana.
Good ass.
Yeah, dude.
Hold on. Yeah, roll me
Okay.
any one of those checks.
I roll Arcana with advantage. It's a +3.
Another nat fucking
That's
20.
another nat 20.
Fuck, dude.
That's
So-
her.
2 fucking
That's
sessions
3
in a row. He did that last session too, and we took him from him.
You're not allowed
And
to use
now
that
he's
anymore.
fucking punishing us.
Take
for
a
it.
different
Yeah.
The only way we got rid of his 3 nat 20s
How am I
was
supposed
a
to
nat 20.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not punishing now. You guys took
You're
that
punishing
one away.
Cody.
But no.
And he's not going to nat 20.
What? Where did you get those?
So what was I doing?
Hold on.
Fucking one
Hold
of the
on.
gift shops that was at the
You wanna
village
do
before they
what?
closed down, they had,
He
like,
did a history check.
But it's the same one you get.
Right, but what you're trying to silvery barbs?
He's trying to see if that.
If there's anything in that kind of sort, if that was a spell or anything that would do that, like if it,
Keep him from getting away.
Did that feature
Like-
require an attack roll, saving throw, or
like was it maybe like a spell scroll that required, like I said, a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah,
or,
hold on.
That's really what I'm trying to get at. Because if it's also like an innate ability, well then shit, I can't do anything.
Joshua,
Yeah.
you are a high roller. I need you to roll for all of my things.
Oh, watch, it's hot right now, but I only roll really high or really low. So there's no in between for me. It's either good or absolute baby dude.
But it's like good, like 80% of the time.
no.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Do you have any bad guys? I'm just
When
sat
you're
there
on
and
my
just been
team?
like, I can't do
When you're on my
anything.
team.
Can't do anything. Just trying to play the game.
When you're on my team, you murdered. Alright.
Yeah, it can be silvery barbs.
You can?
So he's got to re-roll it, right?
Yep. Silvery barbs.
It was a nat 20,
Mm-hmm.
but it fell out of. It was a nat 20 outside of my rolling tray. And as we've established in your last session, it has to be in the tray.
It's however you want to rule it, dude.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good either way.
So, here's what's gonna happen. It goes to turn into a swarm of bats.
Mm-hmm.
You silvery barbs. The bats morph back in together, and you are sitting on the chest of Strahd von Shorovich. And then he's gonna use legendary resistance, turn into bats, and fly away again.
Oh, fuck.
Hurt.
Bro, Donny is grabbing the fucking god of this world.
What the fuck just happened? I'm sorry, what?
Dude, I said from Strahd's perspective, he's like, what fuck?
I'm sorry. He's gonna use one of his legendary resistance. He's gonna push through it,
Mhm.
and he's gonna fly away.
It's all good.
But as the bats start to form, you silvery barbs, basically this like polymorph effect,
Mhm.
and it doesn't come back together as the innkeeper. It comes back together as Strahd, and then he smiles at you, and like a smile that says, "You'll pay for this,"
Mm-hmm.
and then he flies away.
Oh shit!
Holy moly.
son!
Holy
Is
moly.
there anything else you do on your turn?
Nothing. He just puts his hood back on like
Does
a
he pee a little
badass
bit?
and fucking sneaks right in. But
Yeah, is there a
that's-
wet
yeah.
spot in your fur?
Oh no,
Can
he's
somebody
he's
make me
definitely
another-
fully pissed
can somebody
himself.
grab
He's
me
just
another-
he's trying. He's just. It's all that fake it till you make it shit. Like no, he's fully just completely. He needs new one. Actually, I don't think he wears undies.
His fur is a little matted.
No, he doesn't wear it. He has full clothes, everything. He has full outfit. No.
Okay.
He, like Van Helsing kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like duster with the hat with
no undies.
Oh yeah, command. I thought you meant like commando, like with like the fucking, you know what I mean? Like the what's it? What are the
Bandolier?
the set
Kalathar?
bandolier? That's I don't know why I thought bandolier.
Bracer.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
Okay, so we are. That's the end of Donnie's turn. We go to the guard with one arm again. His arm crawls another 5 feet down the stairs. It's coming. It's coming. This is Lavender Boy, by the way.
I thought Lavender Boy was the
Oh.
executioner.
That's right.
That's right. Lavender Boy is the executioner. That is my bad. That's my bad. This is the one that was like arguing with him about it.
Craziest thing is I only have so many marks.
That was such a
What?
clutch.
Dude, that's badass. And nat 20, dude?
I'm really I felt really bad using a legendary resistance against.
Why?
Strahd
That's what
would,
he would
dude.
do.
Strahd
Um,
would.
Makes it more fucking cool.
So
How would you
that
do
guard,
Tell us
that guard is down there. He's in range of both of you to take an attack. So we're gonna flip the coin to see who you would attack in this moment. Who wants yes? Who wants no?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So yes is you, no is you. It's yes. He's gonna take 2 attacks against you. He's gonna got a 19 plus. Hold on.
Plus 0.
No. God no.
That's a hand, bro.
He's got a 24 and a 18.
24 hits.
Okay. So that is. He does.
The hand is attacking me, Cody?
The hand is crawling towards you.
Oh. I said the hand is attacking me. I was like, what the fuck is this hand doing?
I thought that's what it was.
No, the guard is hitting.
The guard came up and hit, and then the hand's like, I'm coming.
Oh,
The hand's like 10 more
Here's the deal.
I think
Here's the deal.
The hand has 5 feet of movement, so every turn he just gets a little bit
Is
slower.
this a mage hand, Cody?
No.
Is this a mage hand? Is that how you're
No,
playing
this
this?
hand
This is
got
actual
cut off.
fucking hand.
Yeah, it's like I'm I've also have established this. The last time you guys fought zombies, it just didn't really work out because you murdered them in like 2 seconds. But you blew off one of their arms and it was like, I'm coming. And then you just killed everything in like 2 hits. But I've already established that this can happen. So the hand's like,
That is
I'm coming. And then the guy hits you and he does 9 points of damage.
It's over. It's fucking over.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like,
It's so over.
It's so over.
We're so back.
We're so bad.
that is Rahadin's turn.
I'm going to fuck this man.
Rahadin looks at Doru, and he looks at him dead in his eyes, and he goes, "What?" He goes. He looks at Doru, who's coming up to like bite on you, and he goes, "This is not your fight. You're not allowed here. Go find your father." And Doru is gonna look at you. He's gonna lick his lips. He goes, "Blood, reminder. Cannot wait to taste your sweet, sweet soul again." And he's gonna slowly slink off.
Again.
He's gonna start moving away as Rahadin tells him to go. And then Rahadin is gonna walk up to you and be like, "You're coming with me, alive or dead. You make me wisdom saving throws."
God damn it. All right, baby. Wisdom save. +6. Money. Brah. Ooh. 18. Ooh, 18 there, Code. Code's turn. Cody's turn.
Do I get advantage?
I think so.
From what?
My queen?
I think so.
Give me a dirty 20 religion check. I'll give you advantage on this roll.
A dirty 20.
Not a 20.
I mean, you have advantage on that roll.
Jesus.
16.
16. Okay.
Better. It's much, much better.
What'd you get?
18.
Okay, so you both passed. That is
I'm still gonna go.
13 halves to 6.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so
Jesus.
you guys take 6 points of
How
psychic
come he only
damage.
does 13 when he does it to you?
Oh my cock.
Every
just
single-
rolling the dice.
Every single time it's happened to me, it's been over 20. Oh,
But you've been failing. Okay, so just above table talk, it's 3d10s.
Yeah.
Right, so it's just how it.
Luck of the draw.
I'm so sorry.
That-
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I could have down on a save, dude. Good.
Then he's gonna walk up on you and swipe out his scimitar real quick. Does a you're it's not gonna hit because you have a 20 right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In anger, he's gonna swipe out 2 more times. That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
The other one was a miss. It was a 14.
That's no bueno.
No bueno.
I will probably go down again.
Damn it, David.
That is 8 points of slashing damage.
1 HP.
Yeah, buddy.
He's gonna look at you again and go, "You can come with me alive. You can come with me as I drag your lifeless body through the forest." That's what Rahadin's turn. Kalathar, my guy. It's Kalathar and Doromir's turn. Again, you guys share initiatives. You guys can pick
Is
who's
Rahadin a CR3 or above?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I don't like the way he laughed before
Are
answering.
you sure about that, Cody? Are you positively sure?
Am I positive that Rahadin is a CR3 or above?
Yes.
100% positive. Let me. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I didn't think this episode was going to be a fighting episode.
Oh, it's undone. I'll let him go since he's right next to him.
Okay. I need him to make a wisdom save of DC 16.
Rahadin?
Yes, sir.
What was it? You got an 18 on the die.
Well, then he passed. Yeah. All right. That's really good.
Was it a charm effect?
Huh? No, it was a fear effect. That's just really good for me. It's really, really good for me. Okay, I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Okay. Are you sure? Because you cannot hold concentration on a spell when you rage.
Oh, okay. Well, I take that back. Instead, I will stand here. That's a really good turn for me.
Okay, Kalathar, you're up. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Is it 97?
Your negative emotions out of 97?
No.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 97. for
Okay,
negative
good.
emotion.
Okay.
Does Rahadin hasn't noticed that I'm standing again?
No, I wouldn't say so. No.
I'm going to continue walking down the stairs towards him. And I'm going to call out to him and all of the guards.
So there's 2 guards left. The other 2 of them ran away. Okay. Yeah.
A dog doesn't know when he's a dog. We will see you at dinner. And then I'm going to use my chain to wrap him. Wrap him by slashing the chain around him.
Like a whip.
Oh, okay, that is gonna be. I think to do this, that'll be your strength against his dex. I think. Because you're trying to be strong enough to get this chain wrapped around him, and he's trying to
I'm
be.
going into another region.
Okay. You're trying to be strong enough to get this chain wrapped around him, and he's trying to be slippery enough to get out of the chain.
Are you proficient in chains?
It's reckless stat, so
He is the breaker.
30-20.
He got a dirty 20. So
Roll again.
we'll roll off.
It has to be on the dice tray.
21.
He got a 22.
I don't
Huh?
have a tray, but
Rough.
The notebook.
So you go to hit this chain, and it starts to wrap around him, and he's able to just push it off as it goes, and he goes, "Dinner. I don't think you're gonna make it to dinner. Not anymore, Kalathar. I'll take whatever punishment Strahd says he has for me, but you're mine. Do you do anything else on your turn?
I'm going to use my
Is that true?
Golthia staff.
Oh, nice.
Does a 23 hit?
Yeah. So what are you doing with the staff? Read it out to me again.
It's 1d8 plus 6, so that's 12
Points of damage.
bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I heal for 12 health.
Nice. Very nice. I forgot you had that.
What did you?
The staff you got from the druid
Oh,
and
yeah.
the vineyard fight. I forgot about that. That's been it's been like 10 sessions, but it feels like 18 months.
Right.
Josh knows that feeling.
The goal is to combine that with my battle axe.
Make that like the staff or something, like the hilt. That's cool.
Like Avengers or whatever, where he takes Groot's arm.
Stormbreaker.
and it's-
Yeah, Groot's arm.
Classic.
Which means whatever damage I do with my axe, I can heal for that damage.
What are you doing? Okay. Do you do anything else, Kalathar?
I think that's my turn.
Okay, Darren. You're standing there. Doru has started walking away after basically telling you, like, trust me, I will, like, this isn't over with. Like, I will finish you off. Rahadin is standing there now engaged in a battle of will against Kalathar. There were 2 guards, your friend and Donny. You just saw Donny dive on the innkeeper. And then
I didn't get to see all that.
I will say everybody, yeah,
I
you
go
saw
to
that.
that.
Because the crowd is pretty much like once the fighting took off, most of the crowd is like started like running away. So you just saw like
Because the fireball killed 4 of them.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there.
yeah, and you see Donnie just like what sounds do bunnies make? Whoa!
We have well established that my what was it? My background is from Strahd.
Yeah. Read it to me again.
Those who look into your eyes and can see that you have faced unmanageable horror, and that you are no stranger to darkness. Though they might fear you, commoners will extend every common courtesy and do their utmost to help you.
Roll me a d4. You can have a d6.
A benevolent god, truly.
2.
You can have 3 commoners come to your aid. Especially after seeing their friends get like disintegrated. 3 of them will stay to fight, and they'll go at the bottom of the initiative.
Hell yeah.
That's dope.
Now they are commoners. Just throwing that out there. They're commoners. Okay. They're gonna see like I'll say it's like the family members of like the 4 that just died, and they're gonna look at you and be like, you see them like pull out little daggers out of their side and they look at you and like give you like little head nods.
Oh, is this the Visanti?
No, those are just the Barovians. The Visanti are no checks necessary. You've seen that most of the Barovians have fled at this point. The Visanti have been separate in the crowd. Like the crowd has had a very good, like strong dividing line between the 2 groups of people. They're still off in the distance just watching what's happening. None of them have seen. I just think maybe 1 or 2 have left, but like that most.
They're not terrified.
Yeah, most of them are staying watching.
Nice.
Good job, Darren. We are on your turn. I honestly didn't think this session was going to be a battle session.
I don't know what to do.
I wasn't expecting it to turn into a battle session. I was doing what I was doing.
Listen, sometimes you guys do things, and I'm like, that would turn. That's 100%. You ripped a weapon out of a guard's hand. It's going to turn into a fight. You stole a beer from a
I
dude who's
kinda
drunk.
gave it back.
It's
And from what I heard, you never take tobacco.
He did. He did say that.
Interacting with the world is dangerous. Be it a beer, be it something like that.
this is
Ripping a weapon from a guard, bro? I'm not gonna start a combat.
okay.
Ah,
I'm Okay, I'm
I'm-
trying to
or
play
you
it
take it
as
in
what I
jail,
feel
you
would
know what I mean?
naturally happen within the
Not
world.
these
I'm
guys.
not
They will
doing
put
things
you on that
specifically.
fucking chopping block. And
I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah. I mean, like even in life.
I wasn't planning for this fight, so like obviously I like had to take 20 minutes to figure out how I was gonna make this fight happen. Like it wasn't. I'm trying to like how do I feel like the world is naturally gonna happen, and this is what I feel like is naturally happening.
Yeah.
Lark.
We both have like 4 HP, so.
We might have a TPK.
Yeah.
You
I
have
have
1. I
I
have like 9, so big wins.
Donnie might live.
Shout out.
So Donnie's over there fucking decking Strahd. and
I'm
shit.
running over. I'm running over.
I'm gonna use a second level healing, or I guess first off, I'm gonna do a free object interaction to break my chains.
Yeah, in fact, you can. Let me do this. You would have had that on your turn too. I've already established that. I was gonna say you can each roll, but you both have the same plus, so you could just have like advantage.
Do we have the same plus?
You have a
No
plus. You both have a +4.
What? Okay. You're a buff fucking cleric, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Is
I'm a
somebody
big boy.
who? What is your guys' dex at this
have-
point?
0 probably.
Dex?
Yeah,
5 plus 5.
+2.
you could use your dex now, so you could. If you want to give him the help action to use his dex to kind of like slip your hand out, he's got an extra like one.
18?
I get
17 rather.
that'll do it.
Okay.
So now you're out of the change. You have your
Okay.
hands back.
Sweet.
Big up.
Oh, that does change a little bit.
How's everybody's green? Okay.
With that, can I hold on to that help action that he gave you?
No.
I'm going to cast Hold Person on Rahadin.
Nice. Fuck yes, you are.
And that's a Wisdom 16 save.
Only passed mine. Little cocksucker.
That's what I'm worried about.
He's got like a +12. Fucking.
A wisdom 16. Hold person.
I'm well acquainted with this spell.
Hmm?
I said I'm well acquainted with this spell.
Doromir's not.
That's facts.
He got a 17 on the die.
So regardless, anybody?
I only have one.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, too far.
Wake and dream.
Okay. That's extremely unfortunate.
Dude, don't you love wasting actions?
Yep.
Oh,
I'll
it's
use
really
my,
fun, dude.
I'll
You
use
stand there.
my bonus action to take a potion of healing for 2d4 plus 4.
Okay.
And I think
You have movements.
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
You're up against 2 guards. There are 2 guards.
There's 2 guards?
There's the executioner, Lavender Boy, and then there's the one-armed guard. In fact, I will. From here on out, I probably should have been doing this before. I apologize. The one-armed guard, though, will make his attacks with disadvantage at this point. I should have been doing that before.
I'm using a great sword with one hand.
Yeah.
If I'm swaying, then
I'm gonna change it.
Swing.
I don't want to do the potion.
Swaying then? Like to your side?
Rip the.
Yeah, go ahead.
it's in that one. So
Slight change. I'm not going to do the potion. I'm going to do my Word of Radiance again.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's a.
To hit both of those.
Mhm.
Con 16 save.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 1 HP. I don't think adding fucking 4 more is really gonna help me that much.
You got this, boo.
It's still gonna go down in 1 hit.
No, you're not.
They
Well,
both
that's
passed.
They both pass?
Well, I got a 19 and a 14, and they have a +4 to each.
Well, that's a full fucking waste of time.
It doesn't do any damage on a pass?
Nice.
Brother, I'm so
I'd
sorry.
rather been there fucking 3 rounds in a row.
Yep.
I'm so
This is the
sorry.
world we live in, dude.
My dice are.
You know, I've already died once. I might as well die twice.
Dude, sounds like a skill. Sounds like a skill issue, bro.
At this point,
He's no bitch.
you're not wrong.
Shout out to Josh. Always there to make me feel good.
Okay, so we
No, it's
have
rough.
the
It's rough when
executioner
that
guard.
shit happens.
He's gonna attack you because he was the one that was already attacking you.
Yeah.
He's gonna take his 2 attacks. The executioner guard does not take them with disadvantage.
I'm like, if I'm being honest, all you guys are dead, and I'm
He
like
misses.
the only one stealthing. I'm like, should I just?
He takes his 2 attacks. He's done. It's Ismark's turn. Ismark is gonna look at you, Kalathar, and be like, "Are
I'm like
we
Tom Bombadil, dude.
trying to kill Rahadin at this moment?" Or are we trying to save our friends?
Well, I was trying to save my
Ismark goes, they're my friends too. He's going to run, and he's going to attack.
One arm.
Yes is one arm, no is a Lavender Boy.
Lavender
Oh, no.
Boy.
You missed it. Remember, you were there in the last session when he walked in.
He's the one that found out he was lavender.
Yeah, because you walked in, you go, something smells like lavender.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
lavender grass.
Oh yeah.
What did I say?
I like
it was?
that guy,
Lavender
dude.
Boy or
Yeah,
one
you
arm?
said it was Lavender Boy.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna go and he's gonna
Yes
hit.
was Lavender Boy. No was.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, so he has one arm guy, who's the one up against you. So he's gonna go hit one, attack one arm boy.
Ismark, help me! Help me! They're trying to take me. I'm dying.
That's a little bit of pickles coming out.
That
I
is
can feel it.
2 hits on one arm boy.
Come on, Ismark.
Fuck him up, Ismark.
Holy shit!
God damn it! I wish I had not shit initiative because if I hit, I have fucking topple, which would put them in the prone condition and give everybody advantage on attacks, and I hate my life. Kill the R.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Holy shit! He kills this one arm boy.
Let's go, Ismark.
He chops right through it. Yeah, he kills one arm boy.
Nice, Ismark. You go.
Yeah,
Where
Ismark.
you stand, lavender
Does he
boy.
have a potion he could give me?
Does he have any like tonics of lavender that rolled out of his?
Lavender Boy? Yeah, you see Lavender Boy fuzz out, you see some bath salts and like a little like Epsom, like some like bath bombs, so some Epsom salt and like a little like essential oil of lavender. And he's just like laying there. And then Ismark is going to use a bonus action to,
Dibs.
you know what?
If I could, I'd call from the crowd. Dibs.
Yes. Okay, we haven't established an inventory for Ismark. So I'm really, this coin's really coming in handy today. Yes, he has a potion that he can give you. No, he does not have a potion that he can give you because I have not established an inventory for him yet. Yes, he has a potion he can give you. 4D, he is going to use a bonus action, so roll 4d4 plus 4. He has a great
Does he have
advantage.
King Hecaton's aura?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, well, who's King Hecaton? He doesn't exist in this universe, in this plane of existence.
Sorry, King Hecatoni.
Hecaton. King Hecaton, yes!
Wait, 17
Dude.
HP.
Oh, nice.
17 HP.
Hell yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, I did damage, not heal.
Oh, you fucking.
Oh, you're so sorry.
That's canon.
There we go.
It's going to be the 3 commoners' turn. They're all going to
She
run
had
up.
18 HP.
Yeah.
They're all going to run up.
Not
And
about the
attack
size of the dog in
Lavender
the
Boy.
fight.
Fuck 'em up.
They're going to,
Pile.
yeah, all 3 are going to attack Lavender Boy. They are, again, I'm stating this, they are commoners.
Plus 1 to hit.
Plus
honor
2.
strikes.
Plus 2 to hit.
Let's go. Come on.
These boys ain't fucking around.
There is, oh my god. It had a nat 20 and an 18.
Holy shit. Commoners for life,
Okay, so 2 of them hit.
See?
So
Those are D6s.
So for the nat 20, they roll one. They do 1d4. So that's going to be 4 plus. That was a d6 that I rolled. So hold on. That's going to be a 4 plus 1. So that's 5 points from the nat 20. And then they do. The other guy does 1 point. So that's a total of 6 points against Lavender Boy. Very nice, guys. I'm liking everything I'm hearing. How many points did I say it was?
6.
Total between both attacks?
Yeah.
Nice.
How do you get 6 damage with a nat 20?
He got 5 damage with a nat 20, and then the other guy got 1 point. They're commoners! They're normal people!
He just hit like the most clean fucking
They,
right hook ever.
they have
dude.
clubs, so he walks up with this little stick straight across the back of the fucking head against this guard.
It was a chair.
Yeah,
It was
so
a
definitely
Boston
chairs.
chair
So
shot.
definitely chairs, like sit and watch the executioner. So he picks up this wooden chair and it shatters across his
I'm
back.
pretty sure a club is at least a D6.
You want to see, it's 1d4. It's 1d4, guys. This is a commoner.
I believe
Okay?
you, I believe you.
Josh, it's a commoner!
I'm not against it.
Don't make such an issue, Josh.
I'm not against it at all.
Okay, back to the top of the initiative order.
Sorry, guys, you're doing great.
At the top of the initiative order, you see the bats fly up, and you see Strahd form, and he's sitting on the edge of the execution stage. He's sitting on the edge, and he with a pipe in his hand, and he smokes it up, and he's sitting there, just sitting on the edge watching. And then we're gonna move on for his turn. Donnie, you're up.
Wait, where's Strahd again?
You see the batch fly up, and he forms, and he's like sitting on the edge of like the execution stand, just kind of like because now there's nobody on the execution stand. Everybody is down there, fighting in this fight, and he's just like sitting there, like smoking a pipe, just watching.
Like on the top of the gallows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like on the top of the gallows, just like sitting, like feet swinging, just like
Just kicking his little feet.
watching the fight happening.
Fucking toddler.
I love him.
Donnie, you're up. I'm gonna blow my nose on camera like a man.
You might as well show him the tissue.
So how far would you say I'm from the like podium and you guys and whatnot?
How far away you ran towards Strahd? You're probably 30 feet. I'll say you're within range to their group to get to. You would have probably 60 feet away from getting to the top of the podium. If that makes sense, I think I've already established to get down the stairs into your group, it's about 30 feet, and you're probably about 30 to 40 feet away from them.
Even if I rabbit hop,
What's your rabbit hop?
it's a bonus action, I can jump 15 feet.
You're saying you want to use that to get to them, basically?
I'm just curious, could I make it with the rabbit hop? Just
If
to-
you rolled like DC 15 athletics, you would make it with your rabbit hop. I would say I would let you use your like rabbit hop to go further than that 15 feet if you rolled a good enough athletics.
So
Or
you're,
acrobatics.
so you're saying because of the distance, not the height? Because it says I can jump upright 15. If you or is it you're saying it's the distance? Because
So what are you trying to
I get the distance. I'm just curious, just for ruling.
I guess I'm curious. You're in the crowd,
Mhm.
30 feet away from them, 60 feet away from the podium. What are you trying to do?
Could I run up and like make it to the podium essentially? So you said I'm 60 feet away essentially, right?
Yeah. With a DC 15, I would let you run up and make it to the podium.
Okay.
I would let you get extra distance because your hop is 15. And
That-
what's your movement?
I think it's 35 or some shit, but no worries. I'll just
hold on. 35. I thought it was 30. If it's 35, that puts you at 50. I'd let that work. I'd let you get to like the
Nah,
top.
dude, it's honestly right. I just wanted to see. I'll just move a little bit closer, but close enough that I can still attack with my bow. And then who's the lowest right now?
I think right now it might be Doromir.
Yeah.
Not to hit. You're talking about to hit, like do damage to.
Or no. So there's the two guards and Rahadin,
No, so
right?
there's one guard that's dead. There's Rahadin,
Uh-huh.
and there's Lavender Boy, and then Strahd at top.
I just try to just kill the other guard,
Yeah.
I guess. So I'll just shoot my arrow, my bow, my longbow.
Dude, you're
That's
fucking hacking.
that's a nat 20 to hit on the first one.
This is
And
four
then-
meant to say Rahadin.
No, I said the guard, and then the second one is a 13 to hit on the second one.
The nat 20 will hit.
Okay, so the nat 20
So
hits.
how we do nat 20s is you get your full amount of damage. So what is the total max amount of damage that you could do on a
Is he
bow attack?
undead? I didn't hit Lavender Boy, hit the guard.
that is Underwood.
Oh, okay. If he's undead, then I have the 2d6 as well. So it would be the 2d6 12s plus my d8, 1d8 plus 4. So 12 plus 12, 24.
And then you get to roll all your dice on top of that.
So yeah,
24
so
plus?
24 plus. So just someone hold the 24 for me. Just the number. So that's a 6 plus 4. That's another 10, and then the 2d6.
You don't add the +4.
Oh, you don't get this. Okay. Okay, good. So 30. I didn't even see what that last one was, so I'm just gonna re-roll that first d6. That's a 4. So 34.
Guys, he has 28 health points.
He's dead.
Okay, cool.
And all that radiant is potentially double.
And all that radiant is.
Okay, so yeah, I just glow tip barrel.
You hit Lavender Boy and he goes, had a path ready for me. As he hits the gun, just like shatters. It's like a bunch of bone pieces.
And then
You just hear like a couple claps coming from Strahd. He claps as you shoot down this guard and destroy it.
okay. Would I still be allowed to
Do you flip him off?
Would I still
Did you
be
flip Strahd off? Was that in character or was that David? Was that
That was.
absolutely there.
Full send.
He looks at you and he winks.
Fuck you. Now he would. He's a game.
Could I still? I don't have the. You let me stealth before with bonus action, but it's not like I have a bonus action stealth. Could I do that again by chance or no?
Sure. I like it.
Is
Okay.
he just rolling into that 20?
I don't know how many how in it today because I've already established to say yes. I don't know how many times throughout the rest of the
Well,
campaign I will.
were you doing it because it was a crowd kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, then don't worry. Then I
The
won't.
crowd is already
you
dispersed,
said, that's
yeah.
why I asked because
Okay.
you said dispersed. That
Okay.
makes sense if you don't want to allow it. I just didn't know what the precedent
Yeah,
was.
because it was like you were dipping into the crowd.
Yeah,
but then, like,
I'm
they-
not. Yeah, I just want to know before I start. I'm not gonna lie, trying to abuse the mechanic. If I can hide from Strahd, bitch, I'm gonna try to hide. Are you-
Strahd, to be
you
honest
could not
with you,
hide from.
hiding from Strahd's a really hard thing.
Oh, I understand. He probably has like
Harder
some.
than a
He probably has
24?
like some true sight or some other shit. Like
I thought about using
it's
it.
yeah. But yeah, I'll just get closer. Then I don't really have a bonus action to use. I guess I use a bunny hop, but I don't want to do it that way and then get a hit this turn.
Need
There's
it.
no reason to like get up there
Yeah.
right now just to go take hits
Why take damage for one of your potentially lower teammates? Why would you do that?
because I'm squishy. I'm just a little bunny.
You're a fucking sniper, dude. Sniper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
Oh,
Guys, at the end of your
he's
turn?
not even a sniper. It's more of a
Yeah. Here.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
And did you walk up to the group? Were you at the relation
just
to
as
the
close to the fucking podium as I could.
Okay, so I'll say
Yeah.
you're with the group. Okay. I need every one of you to make a wisdom saving.
18 on the die.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
2.
Oh no.
Wait,
Shout out to the 2 crew.
Everybody needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you said me too because I'm with the group.
Mhm.
Even I'm not on the podium, right?
Nobody's on the podium.
Okay. For what wisdom? 16 plus.
So that's a dirty save.
Oh. 30, 29.
I
that
have
doesn't
not
have
been
some
doing
shit.
Okay. So he did.
I only stepped up my
I've been
decks.
forgetting that the saving modifiers are different than your actual modifiers. Forgot about that.
23 halves to 11 if you passed. Of psychic damage.
Very, very nice.
Facts.
Still up?
So as you're all condensing around Rahadin, you all hear the screams of terror. You all feel the pulsating waves, and some of you just handle it a little bit better than others. How's everybody? No. Nope. Never mind.
Look, if you want to ask that we're all almost dead so you can run away, that'd be
No, I was. I don't want to ask that because I want to make decisions based off of who I think Rahadin would make a decision on. And you're pissing him the fuck off. So he's gonna walk up to you, Kalathar, and be like, "I'm fucking tired of your ignorance."
Did he exit my range? Didn't he come right up to me? The previous
Me
turn?
and me.
So, what's your range on a chain?
10 feet.
I guess he would have to exit your range to hit a guy.
Both of us?
You can both take opportunity attacks. You're right there too. You could take an opportunity attack if you wish to.
Is he?
I just established he walked up to the group.
I don't even know how to do it.
Ooh, 21.
Opportunity attack is just an attack.
Yeah.
It's just an attack?
You get to
With my
attack.
weapon?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
It's an
And
opportunity
you
attack.
could smite if you hit.
Holy shit. I used the app, but we don't like the app. It gave me a 19 to hit.
I'd rather wait to say my reaction just in case.
Let you use it. I would like you to use your dice. I just like.
I did it out of instinct.
So 19 to hit.
Yes. And he has to take a DC 18 Dex save.
Passes.
I hit, and I'm going to do 9 damage.
9 damage. How much damage do you do?
Oh, fuck yeah. Wait, that's 2 6s, bro. That's crazy.
Ooh, did
Oh,
you smite him? Fuck yeah.
Now I did.
That's another
Oh,
D8.
I thought this was the
Another
D6.
D8?
Well, what's your smite? A divine smite should be a
It's
D8.
2, right?
Okay, I'll use
Well,
the
look, he's not undead.
No, it's 2, and then if they're undead, it's 3.
No, it's 1, and then it's another D8 for every level of spell you
Are
use it.
you sure?
If it is, I was using my smites wrong as
Divine Smite, 2d8
I
radiant
was
damage.
every smite should have had another fucking D8 on it.
I'm like, bro, I swear to God, it's 2.
Okay, d8.
That just makes
Okay, how much damage did you do?
9.
Ooh, that's out of the tray.
9
Oh
piercing.
my god. 6, 6, 7, 7.
No, bludgeoning.
That's wild.
That's fucking
That's
crazy.
wild.
6, 6, 7, 7.
Ooh.
Alright. So 14, 12, 26. 26.
And what do you add?
What do you mean, what do I add?
What's your modifier plus?
Modifier.
You do 2d6 plus what for your sword attack?
Oh, my maul. It's plus 4.
So 26 plus 4, 30 damage.
30 damage.
Nice fucking opportunity
Yeah,
attack,
buddy.
dude.
I kind of used the last one spell slot.
I think it was probably worth it.
He goes to walk away, and you slash into him. You poke into you do what's
Small, it's a mace.
So you smack into his shoulder. He looks back at you, and as he's distracted by you, your what do you
It's
your
just like a
maul
heavy.
hits across him, and then radiant damage explodes across, and he looks at both of you, and then he looks at Kalathar, and he goes, "Which one of you dies first?"
You.
Let's pick.
Picking you.
Don't like you now, and he's gonna take
I like that
an
answer.
attack
That
against
was-
you.
that was a nice answer.
Send me.
It's a nat 20.
It's.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Wait, can I do my reaction? Sorry, I would done that when he doesn't. When a creature does an attack roll, it subtracts 1d6 from his attack if I do my blood curse of Eyeless.
Sure.
I'll
So
be honest, Josh, I don't, because with the plus to whatever his weapon is, I don't think it's going to.
right. So I will just before you decide that you want to do that. He did a nat 20, and he has plus 10 to hit, so that would have been a 30.
So it would have been a 30. So it would subtract.
Okay.
Would it take away the crit of the nat 20?
I don't know. I don't know how you roll that.
I would have. If whatever I say now is going to establish it for the
Because if
entirety of
it
the
subtracts
campaign,
from the dice, that would put it down to a 16.
it would subtract the crit. So it's worth it if you don't want to get critted on.
It says it subtracts it from the attack roll, so I don't think it would take the nat 20 away. It would take your plus away from what I understand it.
This will set the
If I'm
precedent.
being on the that's however you want to roll it. From the way I read it, I don't think it would take away the nat 20. However, if I hold concentration on this, then every time he does an attack, it's 1d6 negative to every single.
I don't think it would take away the nat 20. I think a nat 20
No,
is a
there's
crit and it
no way like
bypasses
that.
it.
It's
Do you
not a
want to
silver
use it?
I mean, was it Rahadin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use it that turn just
Okay.
at least for.
So he nat
Fuck
20
it,
on
I'll
his-
do it and do a blood curse to myself too. So it's a 3 points of damage, or to myself, and then he has which means if I extend it, it'll happen for 1 minute.
Okay.
There you go. My one blood medal is
Cool, buddy.
Need to damage myself more.
So
So yeah, every time he does an attack roll, subtract 1d6 from his attack roll.
he does 20 points of slashing damage to you.
Minus
Are you
6.
No, that's to the attack roll, not the damage.
Yeah, not the damage, just the attack.
Are you still up?
It didn't help so much
But
this round, but
it
hopefully.
did take away my relentless endurance. So it would
I
have
need-
put me to 0, and now I'm at 1 HP.
Okay. So because you dropped to 0, you lost concentration on his.
Yep. Shield of Faith.
Yes. Once you drop to 0, it drops.
It
Even
does.
if
It does say when you were.
because you drop to 0 and then you go back to 1, it doesn't say that you
It
stay at
stops
1.
concentration.
If it says you stayed at 1, then I would have you roll a con check. Okay. He's gonna take a second attack against you. You got to distract the cheese 6
Yeah, so yeah, roll a d6 and subtract it.
and 18.
Doesn't hit. Wait, doesn't he have a plus 10? Wait, fuck my butt.
Right. So with the negative d6, he missed.
Okay.
Unless you want me to.
No, I just.
Do you want to get hit?
Well, I figured I was like, if he rolled an 18 and then he plus
No,
it,
he's
No.
saying the 18 was total. With the
18
minus.
total with the d6. It was gonna be a 20, a dirty 20, and then I had to roll the d6 and I got a 2, so it became an 18.
So it did come in clutch. Because you
Yeah,
would have hit
thanks.
it.
Appreciate you.
He's gonna take his third attack against you.
And that was 1 minute, by the way.
Okay, so I got a 27. So even if I roll the d6, it's gonna be a 21 minimum.
You will still hit.
So you He's going to roll his damage. And I have already established in this world cleave. So does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
But now also the concentration is gone, so you have 18 AC now.
Now, does cleave only apply to weapons that have cleave?
No, your cleave is different. I've established cleave rules, which is an optional rule in the DEC. So if you hit a creature and you kill that creature, the damage can roll over to the next creature if the AC would have hit. Right? So he is going to roll. He does 11 points of damage. So 1 point of damage to you. You go down to 0, and 10 points of damage to you.
I go to 0.
Okay. He drops both of you in one swing. And then he's going to look at Donny and Kalathar and goes, who dies next? And then
Didn't
after,
he already use all three?
yes, but he's just going to say that. We're going to go to Doromir. Roll me a death saving throw.
That's Darren.
I'm Darren and you're rolling.
I'm Doromir.
Right. Yes, I forget.
Hi, I'm
Yes.
Daring, and you're rolling my.
You got 20?
You'll have to tell us if it's an at 20.
Got it.
Not necessarily.
Because we pop back up. You pop back up, yeah.
It's a net 20.
Yes, you heal
Yeah,
6
not
points.
20. As the rules is written, you pop up with 1 HP.
I never did that shit.
But if you roll a 1, then would you like fail 2?
Oh, there was. I just like, okay, pass.
I'm pretty sure. If you're rolling that 1, though, you fail 2 death saves.
Yeah.
So why aren't you even rolling the nat 20?
I ain't no bitch.
Why does your DM hate you, Cody?
I'm not a DM. I'm no, I'm
You've
not a
taken off
DM.
that hat?
I messed up.
I don't have a
It
campaign.
wasn't your turn yet anyway. It's your turn. So you guys share the same initiative. So I will take away the death saving throw that I just did if there's any way you can get him back up on your turn. Right? Because I messed up. It was you guys share initiative, so he could fix you.
I will say, if you can get me up, I can get him up. I don't know if he can get me up if you get him up.
I can't.
Okay, I wasn't sure how that would work.
I turn to Strahd and I raise my smoking pipe. Because we already established that I have a special smoking pipe.
You raise your smoking pipe. Strahd gracefully leaps off the top of the gallows. It almost seems to like float down. Walks all the way down. Pats you on the shoulder. Gives you a head nod. Casts his mass healing word on you two. Brings you guys back up. And goes, I'll see you at dinner. Turns into bats, flies away. And that's where we're going to end our session.
How much is Mass Healing Word heal?
It's a
Pull it
2d4 plus spellcasting mod.
So it'd be 2d4 plus
I was gangster.
Oh, gee.
2d4 plus spell mod. So it'd be 2d4 plus 10.
God damn. Are you rolling the d4, Cody?
So you guys can roll them.
Dave, do you want to roll the d4s?
Do you want them or not, David?
Not attack rolls. Spellcasting modifier.
Spellcasting modifier.
I don't want to play this campaign if it's spellcasting
Hold on, no,
modifier
I
is
think you're right. I think I read attack roll.
That's 30. That would be a 30 for charisma score or whatever. his
Which
fucking
sounds
score
on
is.
par.
God damn it.
So it's what is this?
Yeah,
Well, how do I find
that's
this?
It's on, if you're looking at like D&D Beyond, it is in spells. It's like the top right of spells. It says spellcasting modifier plus whatever.
It's usually just whatever their, if they're intelligence, it's
charisma?
their intelligence mod. If they're charisma, it's their charisma mod.
I imagine it's this charisma modifier.
Some of them it is different though. Like
Let me figure it out. Just roll the 2d4s for now.
casting spells.
5 on the dice.
You got a 5 on a d4?
5, 2d4.
It's plus 5.
Okay, so 10 total.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
That's where we're gonna end our session. Everybody, thank you for watching. Have a good night.